Hello, everybody. It's me, John Dungeon Master, with the Ordeals of Livistio, episode 18, featuring the facilitators. Say hi, facilitators.
Hi, facilitators.
Hi, facilitators. Why do you sound like that?
No.
No? But what about yes? Guys, I've had a hell of a week. I got a haircut, first of all. I'm also having trouble muting my websites. There we go. Guys, how was everyone's week? Not all at once, in any order. Go, go, go!
It was pretty good. I went to Wichita, Kansas. Not yesterday.
That's a place.
No, it was yesterday. I spent my entire day. I left at 5 a.m. and got back at 12. I'm very tired, so yeah, had a blast. Went to Kansas KO, which was a fighting game tournament.
Ooh, did you win?
Wait.
Oh, I didn't compete. I was there with my friends who placed 9th in both the games they went in, so
okay.
They got washed.
Unfortunate.
There.
9th is a single digit. It's better than being a double digit.
True!
Unless it's out of 9, in which case, I'm sorry.
Oof. Well, I'm happy you had fun. That's the important bit. Jeff, how's your week been? Jeff? That's you.
I think Jeff's frozen.
They're just not
I don't think he's frozen. He just can't hear.
He's
Oh.
not here.
Yep, I can hear you.
Oh,
No, yeah,
Never
that was my my headphone acting up. Sorry.
Oh. Well, how was your week, bud?
It was pretty good. I'm on vacation right now, so I had the time to rest, which I didn't do because I managed to stream a lot because I like to do it, and it was a good occasion to do. And yesterday I was with I think we call it an association, a group. My TTRPG group, and we started at 2 p.m. and we ended up. I mean, I got home at 2 a.m. 30, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, pretty busy day.
good day.
Well, as long as it, well, maybe not restful, but it certainly sounds entertaining.
Oh, it was.
Greg, how about you? How was your week, man?
It's all right. It's all right. Work sucked, but I did a lot of gaming in the evenings. I built some Land Beyond the Mist stuff.
Nice.
Need to do some more. Need a lot more maps, but it's coming together.
We need to set up a time so that we can do like a map stream. You and me, Greg.
Sure.
We'll do art
Yeah.
together.
We can definitely do that.
Henrietta,
It
how was your week?
was good. It was busy. I worked a lot. School is out, and summer camp is in. And today I went for a nice long bike ride, which is why I'm all wet still.
Nice.
That's
What about you, Rube? How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm a couple beers in. I just left a car show,
Oh yeah.
so my commiserations to the rest of you. Yeah. So
Not being at the
great.
car show.
Oh, I mean, I'm in Modesto, so it's like a car show town.
Oh my god. Yes, it is.
Yeah, and so it was a good time.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm excited. It's good to see everyone.
Hell yeah. And lastly,
Not you,
Corin.
Red.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah,
How was your week?
true. I have been. we had people in from Australia for my work, so I've had meetings and work dinners and all that stuff this week, and I'm just excited to play a different persona other than my work persona. You know?
Yes, as we propagate imposter syndrome. Guys, I want to hear a quick recap of what happened last week when my power went out and I sandbagged you guys because my internet was even worse than it normally was. Oh, what happened last week? Anyone?
Well, I have notes for everything.
The
except
prince got thrown in
end.
timeout.
I do
Ooh!
That's pretty much the entire summary of the episode.
That's the episode, guys!
we overreacted.
Move on to the 16th of March. It is nearly spring. Our team, our group of friends have been assigned to go outside of their kingdom's territory to spy on, negotiate, diplomance, some might say. That's like a portmanteau of diplomacy and romance. Diplomance, get it? Get it, guys? It's funny! I'm hilarious! Any final preparations you guys want to make before we head on out?
I am interested in perhaps having a familiar do some work for us. I think that the prince will approach Sneferu at some point while we were making plans, and ask if your familiar is capable of reaching our would-be allies. Prince, I believe, Vidal and his sister, Alyssa?
Alyssa, yeah.
Yes, that sounds right. Because we will be in neutral territory in the time being, might have the opportunity to speak. And I think that there's a reason to perhaps have some updates.
So Tove could probably find the camp of the orcs because we were talking to him about that. I don't know if he'd be able to find Alyssa per se. And I can't contact him, so I have to show him a map and ask him very nicely to go there.
Okay. Well,
So
maybe we can do that. I mean,
Yeah.
we are going to a large landmark in the middle of like neutral territory, or would be neutral territory. So I don't think it's like sensitive information to be like, hey, you want to meet us at Big Wizard Tower?
Okay. Yeah, so Sneffer would like to send his familiar out with orders. A letter, I guess?
Yeah, I'll
Tove
craft
is a young owl right now.
Right, because he had to get smaller.
Yeah. He can still make the trip. It's just it's gonna timing's gonna be interesting.
Mm.
You know, he is the slowest flying bird. He's an owl.
There is a date system in this world. We've been tracking it, whether or not we're calling ourselves
if you
like
give me
February.
If you give me an hour and Tove is amenable, he can become a falcon.
I mean, if you have an hour to spend, I'm agreeable to that. But I'll write. What I'll do is I'll write a small letter to Alyssa and Vidal that says, "Man, it'd be really great if we were both rogues, huh? But I guess we're not."
Could
I guess-
Snefru help the prince make it in like a cipher that they might be able to decipher when they get it?
I'm worried Vidal will not understand a cipher. If his sister got a hold of it and we could know that for sure, then like perhaps. But
He looks at it,
having
stares
met
at it,
Vidal-
throws it away immediately.
the prince is concerned that. All right, I'm gonna write this from the voice of a spy. I will write the letter as if like information is leaving the castle. So I will say, what is there a known honorific for Neordian like princelings?
Bastards, probably.
I'm sorry?
That's what we call them here.
Yeah.
I missed the joke. They are...
Oh, I called them bastards.
Very mean.
I know. Sorry.
relatively accurate. As well. The heirs to the king would be prince and princess.
Okay. So I write to Prince Vidal. The princeling and his assortment will are leaving the kingdom northward along the Alferos River. Seemingly their destination is the
Tower
the
of
city of Rien, or the city of, or Tower of Rien, I guess. They might maybe I'll like send some like bogus like troop movements, some like gobbledygook in there, or like whatever. And I will date it and give approximate like timing of river travel, and I'll see if he shows up. But I think that is the best way to try to get him a message from us that doesn't reveal too much or potentially endanger them or us.
Very cool, very cool. Okay. John has to load up a thingy real quick. And you will send this off after Snefru, in the, second time in the past 2 days, changes the form of his familiar.
Yep. And he would take the form of a bald
A bald eagle?
A bald eagle.
Oh my goodness. You know I can't shoot down a bald eagle. I'm an American, Snefru. That's not fair!
U.S. government will remember what you do now, John.
They will! You will turn it, and as we all know, Tove can only speak between transformations when he doesn't have a mouth, and he will say, finally, a fitting form. He develops more of a personality. You will tie off this message to his cankle, or his little talon, whichever one's the proper term. I'm pretty sure it's talon. And you will tell him to what exactly?
To head to the orc encampment at this part of Niord, and I'll point to it on a map, and look for Vidal, and I'll describe him to Tove.
Yeah.
And
Did Tove meet Vidal when he was at the party? No. Okay.
no, he was on watch for Baron Bronson and keeping eyes on him.
Fair.
That's true. Okay.
But Vidal is quite a tall, strong, muscular
Mhm.
orc, regal, not gentleman, man.
Wasn't he in half orc?
He was.
Oh yes, half orc.
Yeah.
He's still big and strong.
Yeah, but it's gonna be easier to spawn a half orc in an orc
Just don't
game.
kick him, and then he's okay.
He's still pissed, just muttering to himself, I'm gonna fucking get that motherfucker back when I'm king.
I fully expect if he shows up to get decked, and you know what? I earned it. I'll just explain it was worth 7 XP, and I'm sure he'll be fine with it.
Oh yes, I got 5 from hitting you. Okay. So that is what Glynis and Snefru do early morning before you guys set out towards the docks. But we have Ursale, Dizem, Felix, and Yonsei unaccounted for. This is last moment things we haven't covered from last session. We are setting out in about an hour or two, narratively, but it is still the 16th of March. What do?
I guess Ursale would like to approach the prince and tell him, Glynis, when you get the time, Brogvars would like to talk to you.
Okay. Let's go find Brogvars.
I just want to point out that Ursale was speaking to Glynis as Greg was writing down a note. So I like to imagine that Glynis is just furiously writing down
Yeah,
a
it's
letter.
literally while he's writing out this note.
Like, dot I's, cross T's. Okay. Here you go, Snefru. Let's go find Brogvars.
Okay. Ursale grabs Glynis by the throat or scruff and takes him to Brogvars.
Jesus Christ.
We're running out of time! Ursale, the boat's gonna leave soon. You run over to Brogvars, where he's surprised to see you in his librarium where he often hides away and pretends to do work as if he is a real priest instead of a disguised druid.
Anointed One, I have been informed that you desired to speak with me before I left. Please, what can I do for you?
He slowly turns to Ursale. What does he refer to, Ursale, specifically? There's much to speak of, and I know you have limited time, and...
You
remind me.
Had some concerns about, the big thing?
The bit of his... Yeah, that one? That big thing?
Yeah, that thing.
You want me to tell him that right before he leaves the country? Okay, he says,
Sure,
closing
why
the
not?
door.
I don't want to forget about it in what we'll see
All right,
weeks from now.
Your Highness, the Prince, who apparently has been marked by my god, my goddess, I should say. All hail the Bear Mother, she who makes the rivers overflow and drowns nations. Your father, the king...
And apparently eats fingernails.
We love fingernails, he says, mischievously.
I learned something new about these men today. Glynis will remember that, pops up in the corner.
Your father has invented excuses to not see to his religious duties for the past 20-some-odd years. Rather, ever since you were born, honestly. And, Ursale has brought you here because he trusts you, and I trust him. That there has been some lost faith between our people and the royalty. As I'm sure you are aware, your entire bloodline's right to the crown has always been guaranteed by the druids and priests of the Bear Mother. And we are very happy to see that you have not just taken that seriously, but made contact with her.
I will admit, Anointed One, I am not in a particular hurry to meet her again.
Oh yeah, she's
takes
terrifying.
A bit of a toll. In what ways have we been shirking our duties to the Bear Mother?
Every year, essentially, towards the end of every fall, we have a ritual to help her hibernate, which the royal family should have been involved with, that your grandfather scoffed at and thought it mere superstition, and your father, albeit a empathetic one towards the rights of his people, has never truly taken it seriously, and thus has never tried to truly commune with the powers of the mountains. Then, come spring, we are supposed to wake her. That way, she does not wake up angry, and flood all of the rivers, and drown our lands in avalanches, and scare off all the wildlife. Which, we're currently one of 3 at, so there's still hope, he states.
I will admit, I did ask for one of those 3 things. Seems like it might be helpful given our situation with the Paladins of Divinus to the south, and the impending threat of Njord to the north. I see, so it is a matter of ritual. I will admit there are more pressing things upon my mind at the moment. Should spring come.
If I may jump in, Your Highness. It is a matter of ritual, and compared to being attacked by an approaching nation, I'm not sure we would wish to conduct this ritual to begin with, come this spring. An angry Bear Mother will not like the invasion of her territory by human hands. So, strange as it is to say, your father's neglect is now potentially a key in our favor.
Very well. I will keep this in mind, and perhaps we can use the Bear Mother's wrath in a beneficial way come the future. I will attempt, or perhaps in my father's stead, have the opportunity to conduct these rituals in the future. If he is unamenable to words, I am sure that he would enjoy sloughing off some undesirable duties to a aspiring son. As I leave, I will leave you with these words. I have learned much about my father recently, both from my mother and from his actions. I have learned him to be calculating in ways that I was unaccustomed to, and perhaps even ambitious in ways that I don't believe anyone realizes. If you truly believe him to be neglectful of these duties, perhaps look at them again with the eye of one who wishes not to perform them. Perhaps you might find a breadcrumb trail to follow down. Hopefully I am wrong, but it would be worth examining a second time. I thank you for your trust in this matter, and I will meet you again, hopefully in better times, to discuss rituals.
Yes.
But I feel I must take my leave now.
Have a wonderful trip, Your Highness. And be wary of red cloaks that the Niords prefer.
Thank you. I will.
Oh,
Okay, speaking of reds, Dizem, do you get into any shenanigans?
Yeah,
just
so recently, okay, there supposedly might be a cheese thief, right? And that's not good for Dyson, because Dyson likes cheese. So if someone's stealing the cheese, right, then there might be no cheese for Dyson. So I am going to take some cheese on the journey just in case. Because I don't want to, like, come back and there be no cheese. That'd be terrifying.
They give you a full 20-pound wheel of cheese for your journey. Please add that to your character sheet.
Dizem
They
is
say,
now
if
encumbered.
you eat this, we have greater concerns than a singular thief.
No, this will encumber me, but I mean, I don't need to move that fast until we get in combat, and I won't carry cheese or wheel into combat.
Fair
I mean, you could
on
still
the
throw it.
You could throw the wheel of cheese. I hope it does 2d6 bludgeoning.
Okay,
Or
Beyonce or
if you're on the hill,
Felix?
you can... Yes.
Anything you'd like to
We're
do?
leaving in an hour. Well, okay. Historical question, I guess. Is the clothing of Njord slightly different than our own? Does Janse need to up his outfits, his wardrobe?
Yes, actually. There is a specific textile that Livistio is known for utilizing. And they also have a specific, special type of blue dye that they seem to bring into all of their wear. The practical garb of Livistians is often modular, so you add more pieces to essentially the same core, like 2 items. So, although people only have 1 or 2 outfits, they have multiple ways of expressing themselves with those outfits. Njord is very much a hodgepodge. We take what we can get, and if my kids can only be dressed in burlap, that's what they're getting, because that's all I have. They are a very poor country.
So we would stand out as Livistians specifically.
As you are currently, yeah.
Cool. Alright. Well, Janse's gonna downsize then and recalibrate their disguise kit to be a bit more aimed toward Njord. style, says goodbye to the beautiful blue and the layering, which is very sad.
Yeah.
And cries literally over having to be ugly for the next however long.
You pack a case of clothing that has muted colors and other sorts of lower textile quality. You exchange silk
Such
for
a shame.
essentially canvas. Ugh. Oh,
Such
did we
a
just
shame.
lose Jeff? No, okay.
Just
No, he's here.
So my camera is rebooting.
Oh, good. Yonsei will fill their bags and head down towards the boat. But what about you, Felix?
Well, I'm gonna make sure I have enough weapons because I'm deadly scared about that trip. Of course, I'll try to learn if there is any customs, anything that would appear as aggressive towards the people we're visiting, and we'll also try to make sure that everything can be ready, as in for the trip. So be it what we have on the boat, if we have enough resources. So that's food, something like a tent that we can sleep in if we have to sleep in the wild, anything.
Okay. You oversee the management of the boat itself, as well as what the
Basically,
crew is putting on. Let's talk about the boat real quick, guys.
Before we
Excuse
do,
me.
can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
At the end of last session, I asked you a question, and then we kind of like moved on, and I remembered it as Yonsei was preparing. I had asked about the Tower of Rien and its surrounding city, the peoples that occupy it. We're going to be negotiating with them, and I was wondering what we know of them and that city, and what they might potentially like want or desire. Like, do we know what exactly do we know of the people and of
Yeah.
the like potential like negotiations that are going to happen?
For sure. So the Tower of Rien, it used to be history lesson time. I know how much we all love listening to a John lecture, and I know how much John loves giving those lectures. In Rien, or rather, Rien used to essentially be the northernmost borderline for the Eldar Protectorate. So Zwan was in the north, they were in the northeast, or northwest, excuse me. And together that sort of formed like a unified front against monsters and demons and all the crazy shit that was happening centuries ago now. Nearly 1,300 years ago, or not 400 years ago now. It gets its name from Rien, the sorceress archmage who essentially founded the entire outpost. Their history, to you specifically, is kind of unknown. It's just a very local history kind of thing. However, they have essentially remained independent purely because there is a several hundred-year-old elven sorceress on top of that tower who used to ward off dragons. And Niord doesn't want to pick that fight, and Livistio never wants to go up there since that place is a resourceless hell filled with monsters and shit, so just not a viable way to expand. So they've just been kind of chilling on the northern Alferos River.
Okay.
What else? Yeah.
Is there anything that if they've just been chilling and everyone leaves them alone, they probably don't want anything. But like, is there like the Tower of Rien doesn't get a lot of fancy blue dyes or something? Like, is there like an economic need or want of the people, perhaps, or perhaps is there like a knowledge that they covet elven artifacts or something? Right? Like, I would. Like, is there something that might be of benefit that I know going into a negotiation with them?
You
Yeah,
probably
they want
Beyonce bringing
drugs.
his fancy silks to sale.
However, in terms of settlement trade goods, like, yeah, your dyes, your textiles, your food, like getting dried and meats up there is always like a primo, easy mode, like, trade deal. Snefru, though, would likely... I mean, he can throw me a history check if he wants, solely because there's an Archmage up there. Or a Sorceress Archmage, whatever that means. And he might know about the character that is Rien a bit more. Alright.
Skip
Natural
that
one.
day in school.
Skip that day in school. Weird elven Archmage, not associated with the Brimland people, or the Brimland Order. So they're essentially an independent wizard as well. Which is somewhat irregular.
Allow independent wizards? Yeah.
Yeah. There's not too many of them left, no. Yeah.
This one just had tenure, so they left him alone.
Yeah. Livistio is a massive exporter of food and high-quality meats, so you can never go wrong with that in terms of gifts.
Okay. I think that I will try to... I probably don't have time, considering I wrote a letter and talked to Brogvarsh, and this is all happening very fast, but I'll try to snag a sneak peek at our books with the Lord of Finance, maybe see if we can afford to gift large quantities of textiles or meats or foodstuffs in some way. And then I guess that's the information that I have, and I'm ready to go.
Okay. The boat gets loaded up. The ambassador who is getting on the boat and was planning to make this trip is caught on the docks and is informed right then and there, like, hey, you're not actually going, by the crew. And he's like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, the prince is going, man, in your place. And this dude's like, the prince? What? But I've been up there, like, for 4 years. What do you mean?
Does this happen, like, in sight of the prince, or is this just,
it's
like,
essentially
narration?
while the party
Flavor.
is putting on the bags and, like, getting up on the gangplank to go in. Like, he's
Alright,
the last guy.
That is... Yeah, that is a resource. That is somebody that has spent time and energy and effort. Like, at the very least, I want him on the boat so that he can download me information, right? If the prince is made aware of this, I'm, like, gonna step up and be like, I'm sorry, I was unaware that we had an ambassador to Rien. My father did not make that clear. Please, you are more than welcome to make the trip as an advisor.
I'm an advisor now? I'm getting demoted? Oh no. This is, he gets on the boat.
No advisor, you know. I wanted to ask, specifically because now I'm a lore bard, and I guess that means that I have responsibilities to know things.
Oh yeah?
Does Yancey know anything, like any cool like stories that get told, like more of like the artistic kind of mythos-esque kind of things that he would hear, like really popular plays that talk about
The evil wizard of
There
Rien.
has to be,
Yeah.
yes. If you
course.
want, instead of doing a flat history check, I will let you do an intelligence performance check, as you try to recall all these plays and books and things you undoubtedly would be interested in knowing.
I don't know what that would be.
It's your intelligence modifier, plus your proficiency or expertise, if you have that.
Yeah, I'm also expertise, so that's...
Yeah. So your proficiency bonus
4?
plus the extra bonus from expertise
4
plus your
2,
intelligence
6,
bonus.
A d20 plus 6.
Yep. D20 plus 6?
That's pretty
Okay. Let me
good.
do
Drum roll,
that.
please.
Very good.
Plus 6. Oh, wait, no. I'm gonna do this wrong if I do it that way. I keep to go in front. No!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's a question mark.
It's slash.
It's not gonna slap.
No.
I like never have to type anything in before. This is hard work for me.
We love
There you go,
Hey.
17.
a 17. Yes. Yonsei, you know of 2 books about the Rien character. And I do call them a character, for that's how they're kind of spoken of. Since you know
Yeah.
from history, they are a almost founding member of the Eldar Protectorate, along with Zwan, your homeland. And often often more than not, Zwan and Rien are mentioned in the same phrases in historical epics, like your world's version of the Odyssey in a way.
Yes,
Like
classic.
how Corinth and Athens were often at war. Instead, Rien and Zwan were often united. And since you rolled so high on a 17, you also know that Rien's role as a character within those epics is as a tragic, reluctant, mystic character whose powers are vague and powerful despite what many call their eternal youth. And in the land of elves, what does that mean? Of eternal youth?
Yeah.
Right.
John's
Like,
gonna
you're
go
already
anime on our
immortal, fuckers. What does it mean by having eternal
We're
youth?
gonna show up and there's gonna be a 12-year-old girl in a big red hat.
Yeah.
No, that's weird. As I changed the...
It's not all like that.
No, that's
Purity
totally.
So I imagine like
Totally.
Yonsei recounts this like very dramatically too. It's just like
Nice,
it's just
yes.
so just guys, it's such
so
a
sad.
it's so sad and like no family, no one to love, just young and beautiful forever.
Fuck, I have to
So
take notes
hard.
on this now.
It's so hard to be young and beautiful forever.
The Orphan Witch, a terrifying tale.
As you all load up on the book, taking an advisor. What's this advisor's name, team? This guy's a character and a resource, so you get to name him.
Doug.
That's dangerous.
Humphrey.
Yeah. Frank.
Doug Humphrey?
Doug Frank.
Humphrey.
That's
Frank.
Doug Frank
He be
Humphrey.
DF Humphrey. He's
DF
Doug
Humphrey.
Frank Humphrey, but he just goes by DF.
DF.
his parents give him 2 first names.
Which does not mean, as Yonsei was
Alright.
told, Dad.
This man, a villain is born. He
T.F.
gets
Humphrey.
ready. T.F. Humphrey.
His parents gave
I'm
him
sorry,
2 first names
DF
for
as
some
in
reason.
down to fuck? Is that?
Down to fucking hump free.
Yeah. Down to fucking Humphrey, yeah. I
All
like
right.
the DF, that's a good name.
We're feeling saucy tonight for some reason when we get advisors and ambassadors in the conversation. DF Humphrey,
Humphrey's a
DF for
boat.
short, joins you all on your misadventure until he doesn't anymore. But we'll hopefully find out when or why that happens in the future.
Dies.
You all will board your boat. And let's talk about the boat real quick. Guys, you live in a world of magic. Excuse me. Oh, my throat is dying today. You guys live in a world of magic in the shattered ruins of an ancient, well, not ancient, but elven empire. This elven empire has plenty of riverways, and they have come to have the same problem that most people have when it comes to river, is those rivers flow real fast one way and real slow the other way, if at all. And they have concocted a relatively, maybe not modern, but essential solution to solving the how do boat go upriver problem. And you will see that on the hull of this riverboat, along with many, many others, only the cheapest, shittiest boats don't have these sorts of simple markings, are essentially self-casting cantrips that line up all along the boat's bottom, and hull, so that when placed and activated, they will essentially lie to the water and tell it that it's going the wrong direction, and the water, not having a mind or sense of self, or a way to correct it, will suddenly redirect and reflow. This allows the boat to propel with the regular strength of the river up it rather than down it. Which is what you will be utilizing to make yourself, or make your way up to the Tower of Rien. And John just has to do some quick
question.
Yeah, what's up?
What's the boat's name?
Boats don't have names. Or riverboats don't. Fuck your riverboat name.
Really? Okay, I'll name it.
You want to name the
Mick.
riverboat? Are we just
I'll
naming
tell
every...
DF like... You name a boat, okay, John? Boats are
Alright,
names.
name the riverboat. I'll put down this name too.
No,
somewhere.
DF Humphrey, captain of the...
I'm surprised this isn't the flotsam.
Oh, we could do the flotsam.
It is now. It is now.
DF Humphrey, captain of the flotsam.
Yes. The Dysam DM Humphrey on the flotsam. Okay. That is... I'm just counting how many days it's going to take you to get to Rien. You guys are on a river. Oh, wrong, but stop it. Stop it, ruler. It may take you... anywhere between...
2 days.
John's calculating. John's calculating. We love travel, guys. I swear, I'm trying out a
2
new
weeks.
travel system. Don't worry.
3
it's
minutes.
gonna be okay.
I can keep throwing numbers
We
out
call
there until I'm right.
the magic that they put on the boats, we call it the stream engine.
Whoa!
I like that. That's
We
good.
love the stream engine. Alright, you guys will travel... Is this a fast-flowing river?
Oh, by the way, who's sailing this boat?
DF Humphrey,
Not the ambassador. It is a...
ambassador, captain.
It would have to be someone of your country's river. I don't want to call it an armada or fleet or navy, because it's honestly not that big. I suppose navy is the
People
correct
that work
way.
for Killian?
No.
One of
this
the
would
royal
be
privateers.
This is not a privateer. Those guys do not run your country's navy. This would just be a regular sailor. Or merchant captain who has joined the...
And they're not from the Halfling Mafia.
I can see if they are, if you want.
Yeah, roll.
Yeah, roll for
for a
Halfling Mafia. You guys can roll whatever dice you want, but I'm rolling it in secret. Okay.
I don't know, it became like the subplot
Well,
of the
D100.
campaign.
20, a D100. What do you want from me?
Okay,
any-
does 641
D1000?
need ADD?
What? Wait, hang on. 100,000?
Wait, how'd you roll that low?
Right?
It's
That
a skill, okay?
Out of
a lot of
100,000, you rolled 641.
Yeah. Okay, with current and rowing your riverboat, you will get there in, I want to say, 2-ish days or so, as you guys will not have too much traffic. So John is just going to do what is known as check the right counter table, which we love so fucking much.
For traffic.
We love traffic. Well, you guys will hate traffic if you get traffic. Because traffic for you is likely a fight, right? Which,
Don't
you
even
know,
talk to me about traffic, man.
do you not like traffic?
Good
You know
thing
what I'm
I
saying?
packed my trunk crossbow.
I live in California. Don't talk to me about traffic.
Alrighty. So getting out of Livistian waterways is not a problem for the party at all. This place is heavily patrolled by Killigan's forces. Yes, the captain, the vengeful orc who has a vendetta that is so obscure and unknown that he tells everyone that he really just hates the Neordians for burning down his house when he wasn't home one day. However, once you are outside of those territories, once you are in the quote-unquote neutral waters, you will find yourselves in a much less hospitable territory. There are great big trees on either end of the river. There are also these tiny little islandettes that hang out, providing plenty of foliage for any sorts of rowboat or canoe or raft or barge to hide and slink in and wait in ambush for any who might not be known to them. Pirates are river bandits, truly. Do love to harass merchants and get free money, essentially, to avoid conflict. It is not even uncommon, and when the captain of this boat, the Flotsam, notices that a boat is heading their direction, he will mutter in annoyance something about pirates and traders and how they can't be trusted, and will head towards the prow to yell them off or bribe them. Party, what do you do?
Well, how far away are they?
We'll say 100 feet for right now.
100 feet.
Yeah. You see them 100
well,
feet away, dressed in
Yeah,
leathers
Yonsei has
and
a
other
couple
stuff.
options. They need to be closer.
Okay.
They need to be closer.
Are they recognizable in any way? Or is it just like red shirts, you know?
They are
Yeah,
dressed in darker colors and blacks and browns and other sorts of natural colors that would let them blend in. They aren't wearing any heraldry or anything of the like.
How big is their boat?
Not very big. It is essentially a rowboat. There's only 3 of them on it. This isn't like a great big barge with like an attack fleet. As John.
One of them doesn't have to be a pretty big half orc.
No.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna watch and like let the captain take the lead and do his thing. He's experienced with this, but
Give
I'm
me
just
the word,
observing.
and I will cast create water in their boat and sink them. Okay, just give me the command word.
All right.
I'll
Well,
sink 'em.
if it is a dire threat at some point, we will sink them.
Yonsei alternatively can just make a very polite suggestion that they just sail on.
I like that too.
You got 2 options.
Ursula is just sort of casually sauntering over to the side of the boat that they're approaching on.
Just look big, look big.
Yeah, I'm
Look
just
big,
there
show
looking
me your
big,
tits.
looking kind of menacing, you know.
Show me your man tits.
You are showing their man tits, and as this boat gets with it...
I didn't know if I heard you right the first time you said that. Then you said
Why
it
would you
again. I
doubt?
was like, yes. I don't know. I
So the
shouldn't
confusion
have.
on your face. Just...
Does Ursula wear a shirt, or is he just
No.
always shirtless?
Absolutely
He
not.
doesn't wear a shirt.
This was established. I never forgot. Yonsei is aware.
I'm just next to Ursula, just like reloading my crossbow and just having the occasional. I said just what the fuck? It's checked. Damn.
Okay.
The beard actually like protects other people, so he just like tosses it out of the way.
As they get within 60 feet, you will notice that the captain is beginning to shout at them, saying, "Motherfucker, we'll kick your ass if you don't get out of the way. Our boat's bigger than yours." And just full on trying to intimidate these, like, simple river bandits in his mind. What the captain doesn't realize, but what other people are, including the entire team here, is that this boat is actually not alone. Kind of coming out of the foliage that lines the river, the tall reeds, the brushes, other sorts of tributaries that are hidden behind high ground or embankments. More of these smaller boats are beginning to approach, some even on your flanks. And as he calls out, "Fuck off, we're bigger than you and we're going to kick your ass," undoubtedly, people are going to prepare for perhaps a tougher fight than what was originally up to. John is going to bring us to a battle map, but right after our first break, for we are going to be having some water combat, everyone. I hope you're ready.
I'm ready.
Water sports.
Thank
I
God
had one
did
question.
have the
Fire
armor.
type.
On these boats, John, is there one person in charge of the direction they're going, or is there multiple people?
I will get to that right when we come back from our quick break, Hen. We will be right back, everyone. Woo! Hello, everyone. We are back with the Ordeals of Livistio. This newest ordeal is a boat attack. Oh my god. I have had the party reposition themselves slightly while Red was away getting the best burger I've seen in at least 1 minute. Red, you may move Dizem anywhere on that boat you would like. Notably, I believe you are the only one in heavy armor, so if you go in the water, you are going to sink and likely drown. Unless you can save yourself or someone can save you. But everyone else, I believe, is only in light or not wearing armor to begin with. I have played... Oh, there's 2 Dizems. Why are there... Well, there are 2 Dizems. I don't know. I deleted him. Move that Dizem instead. Alrighty, I want everyone to click on their tokens and please roll for initiative. Stop being in other people's spots, Dizem. No. The boat is an interactive object. Alright, I'm going to be doing group initiative for each boat. Because that makes the most sense to me. Don't worry. They want to come over. Red Rover, Red Rover. Alrighty. Token. Initiative. Token. Initiative. Token. Initiative. Alrighty. We rolled okay on our initiatives, it looks like. Oh my god, those 7s so closely together. We will go into descending order and begin with Snefru up front as you watch. Yeah.
Soul seems to think that maybe we can only hear you.
He was correct entirely. Not that, you know, I was just yapping. No offense, guys, but I was a yapper just then. So he did not miss out on anything of importance just yet. We have rolled initiative. John is going to be playing some pirate music. Hopefully soon. Yes. And we begin our combat with Snefru in the lead. John, we can't hear Red. You should be able to hear everyone, bruh. Okay, now we can hear them. Thank you. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. I'm a little bit behind. Snefru!
So, we see ambushers or privateers approaching the boat of some sort. Thinking it's a very clever move, Snefru will go to the edge of the boat and yell out in his high squeaky voice, I hope you can all swim, because I'm going to burn your boat down. And I will cast Firebolt at the closest boat.
Okay, can you draw me an arrow? I assume it's the one right up here, but I've been wrong in the past.
Snefru,
yes, that is the one.
You're with the Halfling Mafia.
So, are you just aiming at the boat, or are you aiming at the people in it?
I'm aiming at the boat.
Okay. I want you to make me an attack roll.
Okay, well, I'm going to post it for you.
13?
Oh, that's not it. Yeah, 13.
Okay. Boat AC. Give me 1 second as I throw up my vehicles, I should say. Why doesn't it tell me it's AC? All things have AC. I know they have AC.
Bless you. I have the battle mount up. I don't know who sneezed.
That's fair.
It was Bear Daddy.
There's no one.
Go look in the
material
material
the ghost of Roll20.
Hey, guys. I have to find out it's AC because I need to find out its material. You think I'd have this on hand, but, herp to dirt. My bad.
You didn't expect me to be a pyromaniac? Come on.
Alrighty, wood armor class is 15, apparently. So that 13
So it doesn't ignite.
will not strike it in a vulnerable part to burn it.
Got it. That's my turn.
Okay. We move forward into initiative with red team. Red team. Oh, I just zoomed in 250%. Whoopsie. Red team will row their small little boats. Getting within 30, 40, 50 is just enough to doink into it. And you will watch as grappling hooks are thrown onto it. Can I do it without hitting... Oh, oopsie. Well...
And they all jumped in the water.
Oh, there they go.
All drowned as the boat entered the nth dimension.
Haha. That is
I
my
need this
natural
thing to go...
charisma.
Oh, no. Okay, there we go. We love boat tokens, guys. We love boat tokens! I can't touch them anymore. There we go. Oh my god, now he's underneath the boat. He's dying, everyone. Oh no!
Let him drown.
Clip into the boat.
He just bonked his head.
There we go. Alrighty. That is essentially their entire turn as they row as their action and with their free item interaction attach themselves to the boat. One of the mean-looking guys with a big old bill hook says, I'm gonna get ya, I'm gonna get ya. Bringing us to Ursale's turn.
So talk to me about the relative height of these boats.
The canoe is, or rather the rowboat, we call it, is much closer to the water than your barge is. I would say that your barge is like 4, maybe 5 feet off the water line, for it has like an under carriage / deck, which stores most of the goods you are holding onto. You guys currently do have like a skeleton crew, essentially watching the boat, making sure it doesn't ram into anything, but you don't have like teams of rowers. You're essentially going with the water. These canoes, however, are much shorter to the water line, only being a couple inches down, or up the water. So
Gotcha.
You have a significant foot advantage here.
So if they are standing in their boat, attaching these grappling hooks, I could hit them from the boat. I think.
Yeah, if you like lean over and swing down at them, for sure.
Well, you can. You're swinging down with a hammer most of the time, John. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Jesus.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Are you
move
standing
up to
on
the-
2 people there?
trying
You're
to-
standing on the prince! Get off the prince, Ursala!
I'm trying.
Pushing him
Don't be in the
aside.
square.
Get out of here.
Get him out of here! You
I
go to
can't see the
prow.
squares, but I'm zoomed out far enough to see the map, John.
Zoom in, bro. I'm zoomed in.
Well, then I can't see half of the things going on. Anyway, I will rage.
New bonus action, rage.
Put that big ball of text into chat, and then
We know
I
what
will
rage
use...
does, right?
I will use. I
think we better
reckless
read it
attack.
together, John.
You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, it's... Okay.
So I had 25 to hit.
Yeah, I think that'll do it.
All
That'll
right,
clear
and then-
Ancient Red Dragon scale, bro. Yeah, you're gonna hit.
Does this guy have 13 strength or less?
He has 14 strength.
Okay, so that doesn't apply, but I will apply Crusher to him.
Oh, God.
Which means he will, I think without a save, be pushed back 5 feet.
We love not having saving throws. How about you roll damage first, so that we can get that knocked out?
Yeah, sorry.
We're so interested. Alright, he's dead in the first hit. Yeah, you knock him off, alright.
Okay,
Wow.
he's gone.
Oh, wow.
Well, there goes my plan. I got nothing
yeah.
though.
Everyone hears this really heavy squelching noise as Ursale looks at the great target that is the Saleh helmet that this man is currently holding onto his head, or really his kettle helmet, and he like looks up, and then that's the last image he sees as a giant bear with a maul just smashes him to death. Anything else, Ursale?
Nope.
Ursali would be great at baseball.
He sure would.
He
Alrighty.
strikes me more as a polo player. Swinging down and all.
Swim. Can they make contact with the boat? They can make contact with the boat, just barely getting within 2.5 feet. And as their free item interactions go off, John will try not to do the same thing. The token is a little bit deceptive as we pivot. And they themselves on, but that is their entire turn, as it becomes Felix's turn. Felix, baby. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo.
Felix, baby, won't you fuck these plunders up right now?
We can't hear you.
We cannot hear you, Felix.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
There it is.
So yeah, I think I'll go help the food there because 3 people on the back. Yeah, I got this. All
for
right.
sure.
I will draw my rapier and attack this guy.
Wait, no. I haven't
Gentlemen,
got my shield up
you
yet.
are not invited on this boat, so please leave.
Thankfully, this man's shield and his chain shirt is going to keep him up and away from your sword. So, oh, don't stab me! Comically crying out. Anything else, Felix?
Right now I can't do much, so yeah, no.
Alrighty. The next thug, I believe these guys are out of... These guys may take an extra turn. Oh, yeah, they're gonna need an extra turn here. As they row their boats. Do-do-do-do-do. Alrighty. That brings us to Glynis.
Talk to me about this grappling hook situation here. Like, you said that they, like,
Yeah.
touched tips with the boat, and then they threw up
So-
their grappling hooks.
Your barge has a hand railing that has these great big spokes that sort of keep up a hand guard that everyone can hold on to in cases of bad timing, and also act as anchor points. These guys are using that railing with grappling hooks to wrap their boat onto it and then pull their boat tightly to it so that they can presumably climb yours.
Are there, let's say, like, ropes attached to these grappling
Yeah.
hooks, or are they chains?
They're ropes.
Alright. I would like to, like, position myself between these, like, ropes in some way, right? Like, kind of get over there. Maybe, like, stand on, like, the edge if I have to. And then I want to take my longsword and cut these ropes.
For sure. Give me 1 second here.
Yep.
Let's find out rope AC. You can take your longsword, picking it up to swing down upon the ropes. All you need to do is hit a 11. 11 AC. That is rope AC. Oh.
I will swing my longsword.
Swing it
With a knife.
good. Whether it's because this man with a billhook is, like, poking at you, seeing that you're going for the rope that's connecting his boat to yours, you are unable to swipe down and slash at this vulnerable lifeline, or, for them, a death line towards you.
Okay. Am I now within, like, punching or kicking distance of this guy?
With monk bullshit, you're always like Jackie Chan is always in kicking range.
All
of
right.
anyone on a ladder. So
unable to smack this this rope off the boat like I was intending, I change tactics and begin to monkey kick this man with a flurry of blows. And I will take 2 unarmed kicks at this guy.
okay.
The first being a 12.
A 12 is a hit. Yeah.
Excellent. It will deal 5 points of bludgeoning damage to the man.
5.
And the second is a 7. That will not hit.
A 7 will not hit.
And 1 less key point. Okay.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Thank you so much. Yonsei, it's up to you. I've been seeing you do measurements. I'm worried now. What do you have for us?
So I've decided that this is good. I've decided that this is good. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a shatter. And
On
we're gonna
whom?
do it on the center of this boat. Which I believe gets all 3 of them and the boat.
I love it.
If I'm reading this correctly.
Yes, it will. A creature made of inorganic material. Well, it's not a creature, luckily enough, but a non-magical object. I believe, can vehicles be considered objects, fellas? I think they could be, for sure.
Great. Then Yonsei, who puts his lute out of tune specifically when he's fighting, and plays just a real bad melody for the shatter spell. Just really rips it.
The soldiers cover their ears as suddenly the air around them erupts. They will both make con saves. They have +0 to this. That's 2 failures. That'll kill both of the guards immediately, or the soldiers, I should say. As they erupt in a very violent outburst, Yonsei, you kind of see their limbs just create truly terrifying patterns. The thug, this bandito, will have slightly better odds, passing quite well, suffering half, I believe? Yeah?
Yeah, still takes half damage.
So he'll suffer 7. And then the boat itself, do boats get to make saving throws? I think it just auto fails. That seems reasonable, right?
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about it making a
Let's
save.
find its
Non-magical
health,
object that
though.
isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in the spell's area.
Okay, I need you to roll me 3d10 for health of boat. If you roll below a 15, the boat blows up.
3d10 or 3d8?
3d10.
3d10.
That is
Okay.
its
3
range
HP.
of boat quality.
Oh,
Alright, even if it passed, it would have exploded. This boat is, it's had a life. It's had a story behind it. It even has a little name that says Flotsam Jr. on it. And you watch as it becomes Flotsam. As the boat dies, the man on it with his bill hook and his grappling hook. Good thing I wore leather armor today. As he begins to sink into the river.
Oh shit, is he wearing the big heavy armor?
He is not, no. He's wearing leather armor.
Okay, thank you. That would have
It's
been really
the little
funny.
guy. So the little guys have more armor. I should have probably described them. They have chain shirts as well as the little kettle helmets and shields. And they got little stabber swords. But the big guys seem to be a bit more experienced and are holding polearm bill hooks. So they're, bladed pole arms with hooks and spikes on the end. And it's these veterans who are probably the true threat in this encounter. However, at the end of your turn, if you don't have any movement or bonus actions, ...
I'm going to move a little bit further. Okay, that's good. Never mind, that's a fine place to be. And then I'm going to yell out just as Yonsei does. And I'll shatter the rest of you too! Go away!
No.
I'm on vacation!
Okay. That brings us to Dysum, I suppose.
I still have the plan of these boats are only a few inches above the water line right now. A
Mhm.
little bit extra water in their boat will cause this thing to capsize and become very unbalanced. So,
Yeah, it could.
I think I'm gonna stick with my idea. I might ready my spell for whenever this boat comes within range of 30 feet of me, I will automatically fill it with an extra 10 gallons of water.
Okay. Can you ping the boat one more time? I didn't see it.
It's about boat to the south of us. So
Okay,
within,
cool.
whenever it gets within 30 feet of us, just automatically.
Well, why don't you
spontaneous
post
water.
that spell? Because it's got 50 feet of movement this turn, which means it'll get within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, if I can.
Just
I can
barely.
find
It
it
just
again.
barely manages to get within 30 feet of you. 27 and a half.
Woof.
Oh. Okay, 10 gallons of water, to my memory. How much does a
80
gallon weigh?
pounds.
8 pounds? 80 pounds? Yeah, something like that.
8 and change, yeah.
It's like adding another whole person, or half a person in that boat.
Alright. I am going to give this boat an integrity check. It's going to be against your spell save DC. Because maybe the water just hits it, and then it just sort of... the boat rebalances itself somehow. Dipping
Really
out
should have
in
done
a
at the next
way.
level. Could have done 20 pounds. Or 20
Yeah,
gallons.
20 gallons, 160 pounds of water would... Oh, that would definitely just crack the corner of it off wherever you hit it. Alright. John checks the integrity. God, I love this GM sheet, guys, or screen. I'm getting so much value out of it. Interesting. Alright. Let's do it then. Guess what, Dyson? It pays off.
Oh,
what the hell? What was
Sorry.
that?
Pays off? The boat
It
goes?
pays off. Your gamble pays off. The front of this boat immediately begins to tilt underneath water. And soon, likely in the next turn, it will start to sink. So I'm going to preemptively put an X here on this boat. Okay. That is their turn, orange team. And now it is time for yellow team, the dangerous boat. As they row closer, but not close enough to get within melee range. As their central purple-robed, skull-kneed padded, cool-looking guy
God damn it.
calls out to the berserking barbarian and gives him a...
hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on, is it this one? Is this the one? Is this the one I can do with as a reaction? Yeah. As a reaction. Before you finalize the roll, I'm gonna use my Bardic Inspiration to decrease whatever
Whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Decrease whatever the creature's doing?
I don't know if it's an attack roll, an ability check, or a damage roll, but if it is one, I will
Well,
expend my Bardic
it's
Inspiration.
neither one of those, actually.
Yeah.
He is going to point at the berserker and mutter an arcane or perhaps even divine command. As I need Ursale to roll me a... It's gotta be wisdom. They're always wisdoms. Yes, roll me a DC 11 spell saving throw. Wisdom, please.
Alright.
Does rage affect this roll?
I don't think so.
I
There's...
don't think so.
Yeah, I think there's a subclass that does it. But
Okay.
not this one. But we're fine.
It doesn't matter. You feel just for like a quarter, not even a quarter, like a tenth of a second of just like your neck twitching as though your body is like sort of getting paralyzed, but then you quickly jerk and shatter the spell that was affecting you. And the guy who's wearing a purple cowl is like, "Ugh." That was kind of my trump card. That brings us to Steffer's turn, as the cultists on his boat quickly paddle to keep pace with your own boat.
Okay, so we have next to me and Felix, we have I forget the color of this team, but a boat grappling and trying to board.
Yep.
Blue team.
Blue team.
Blue team.
Blue team, best
Understood.
team.
Lagoon.
I'm scared to use any more fire because they're too close. So I will whip out my wand and clear my throat and magic missile.
Jesus.
Okay. Who are we magic missiling?
Does 1d4
First damage.
it's within 120 feet.
Yep.
I want to measure real quick and see if that's within. Would I have noticed any arcane energy coming from that direction? Or
It was
him?
resisted so immediately. I honestly don't think so.
No worries.
Ursale
Then I will-
resisted with authority on that save.
So I will target each of these gentlemen in the boat next to me, blue boat.
Okay. Is this just at first level?
Yes, it is just at first level.
Okay. I interrupted your command of power there. I'm so sorry. Shout at them.
No, it's like, I warned you. And how do I? Most spells I can just click something that does it, but I guess I have to manually do this.
Yeah, it's weird. There are many complaints I have of Roll20, but not being able to roll all the damage dice at once is one of them.
1d4 plus 1. That's the first damage.
Ow!
Second damage.
Ow!
Third damage.
That was Synchronous. You damage all three of them, softening them up for the killing blade that is Felix's rapier. Do you have any movement?
He runs to the back of the boat.
Okay.
That didn't kill him!
What are we supposed to do? The little sailors. Unsure what's about to transpire as it becomes
That's my turn.
Red Team's turn. Red Team doesn't like the prince kicking him in the face. And he will stand up on the boat and plunge his billhook into your head if he can. Mr. Glynis Marchette. Billhook! Oh, a natural 20 will undoubtedly strike you. I don't know. His arms are not that of a bear's. This is not my bear barbarian stat block. This is my thug stat block. Get out of here. His arms are that of a hook. A bill hook. Okay.
The hook barbarian.
The
Little
hook
known subclass.
As he strikes you with that, he's gonna do it again because he has multi-attack. Strike! Does a 15 hit you, Mr. Glynis?
Not. As I have agile parry up, I used my unarmed strike as part of my attack last
Ooh.
turn.
Can you please click that so the viewers at home can be reminded? Very cool. When you make an unarmed strike as part of an attack action, which you did twice last turn,
I did.
use it to defend yourself as a... If it is a melee weapon, you gain +2 bonus to AC until the start of your next turn, while the weapon is in your hand and you aren't incapacitated. Very cool. His second attack will do nothing for you, but that critical hit was devastating as it dealt 16 points of slashing damage to you.
16. All right.
That brings us to... No, that does not bring us to Urusale. We have a little soldier guy. This little soldier guy sees there's some space to climb up, and is going to do what is known as climb a grappling hook. He's going to make an athletics check to jump up with his armor. Yeah, he manages to make it over.
So, I am canonically standing on the edge of the boat, attacking the grappling hook. In order to clamber up, he's going to have to, like, be in a vulnerable position next to me. Can I attack him?
I want to say yes instinctively, but I also want to point out you
I think it's if you are
hit in the
leaving.
head with a bill hook. I will give
Yeah, I got
you...
He's
I
still
got
within your...
stabbed in attack, but I have a reaction to make, like, an opportunity attack. He's just going to be, like, walking on, like, hands and knees over the grappling hook towards me, right? Like,
Yeah.
Opportunity attack is only if they leave your range, though, and he hasn't left your range.
But for flavor-wise, this is him doing a very difficult action right in front of
It
someone
is.
right there with a weapon.
Okay, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna let Dice play Fate. Because I love not taking any responsibility for my decisions and leaving it up to chance on how consequences play out.
And I love gambling.
I love gambling. You are fighting this thug who is pill hooking you quite successfully one time. You're parrying the other time. Finding the right moment to unblock or, you know, duck out of the way to get an opportunity attack. I think that is a moment where you need to be quite perceptive to find. We're going to say your DC will be 15. Because he rolled high on his strength check there, rather than the 10 that is most flat checks.
Is an 18 on perception.
Then we are going to give you an opportunity attack, as this man does make himself vulnerable, for he does have to literally put down his weapon real quick for a moment, climb a grappling hook, then reach off. There's no way.
But he said, excuse me.
Excuse me, I'm coming through, shield!
That's a 9.
Okay.
I can roll well on things that aren't hitting things.
Yeah.
True. Ursale! It's your turn, as this man spent his entire term just climbing on the fucking boat.
Okay, is our boat moving? Like...
I don't want to
guess
move
I'm
the boat, but yes. Don't make this map even harder for me, Corin. You fuck.
I understand. So basically, these cultists are rowing this way at like twice the speed of the river, or something like that, to keep up with us.
Yeah, they have magical runes. We
Okay.
all love
Awesome.
these cantrip runes.
I just wanted to make sure I understood what was going on.
You can't just fly to water.
All right, then I will see that this guy has walloped the prince. Move over here, and yeah, I'm gonna make a reckless attack at this guy.
Okay. As the pirates have boarded your vessel, and all vessels have rats in them, you will swing out as we switch to rat battle. A 9 is going to be a couple short. Oh, you're recklessing?
Yeah.
I did hear that. Then a 12 will hit, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then
These guys are clad in leather armor. They do not have high AC, but they do have quite a bit of health.
And once again, since that does not kill him, I have the Crusher feat. I want to push him back 5 feet, John.
Is true. You push him back 5 feet. He's like, I'm just gonna get back on the boat, as he slams into the water. Okay.
Well,
anything else?
Never mind. I if he has strength less than 13, I want to meme on him.
He's stronger than the other guys.
Okay. That's what I figured.
Okay. Anything else? Any movement?
Nope.
Sounds good. Here comes blue team. Here comes blue team. Do 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 do. This guy is unchallenged.
Shit, right.
This guy is going to swing his bill hook at Felix from his boat. Why do I keep exiting the character sheet when I do this? Swinging a bill hook. Hook attack. Does a 16 hit you, Felix?
Check. It does.
Then you will suffer 7 slashing damage as the first bill hook comes in, and then another natural 20. Or another
Come on.
19.
Holy shit.
These bill hooks are deadly. And while you're fending off that...
Wait.
What's up?
No, I'm go on. I'm just calculating something.
You calculate. This
Yeah.
beautiful soldier will do his best to make an athletics check. Oh my god, he's even more athletic than the other guy. He pops up onto this side. Ugh. While you are reeling from the 2 strikes. I suppose I gave Mr. Glynis here a perception check to get an opportunity attack. So I should probably do the same thing to you, huh, bud?
Yeah.
Would you like to make a DC 15 perception check to find the moment to strike this motherfucker?
Yep.
You still up?
I would like to check it, but somehow I cannot change my HP. Oh no! Wait, I know why.
How much health do you have?
No worries.
He should still be
No
up.
worries. I'm
He's
worried.
not more than...
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm
5.
still up.
Okay.
I'm currently at 5.
That's more than enough. You'll be fine.
Right.
Why are you the healer? Who decided this?
It'll be fine. It's okay.
God?
God.
Who else?
Felix, you will definitely get your attack of opportunity. I'm sorry, the character sheets are much on my end. And you will hit him, too. Oh.
Wow.
Oh my god, you bring him to 2 health as he's like, I'm athletic! As you stab him in the freaking lung. He pulls his sword like, I fight for king and country. This brings us to your turn, Felix, as well.
Second win! Second win! Second fucking win!
Please roll 1d10 plus fighter level as you breathe in, breathe out, breathe. Okay.
10 plus 4. Up. There you go.
That is 9 points of healing.
Honestly, I'm taking it. Yep. Oh yeah. There you go. Alright, yeah, so somehow I cannot change my HP on my health bar, so...
Oh, whoops. Changed
I
to
guess.
me. It says
What?
you're at 16 out of 32, is that correct?
Yeah. Well, it's still 32 for me, so I guess my roll 20 is just acting up. Anyway... well, now that it's done... Okay. Well, I will then proceed to try to finish off this guy.
The little soldier dude?
Yep, the guy that's 2 HP.
Alright, swing away.
There we go.
Is likely
He's taking so long.
processing.
It's taking very, very long. I'm sorry. I don't know
No,
what's
you're good.
happening.
It happens. Roll 20 gets this way. It's Sunday night, all the other games. Oh, a 23 does
there we
it, though. And I know you have more than 2 damage in you. You jab this man straight in the throat. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else, Felix? Movement, action.
I,
Well, you have action surge if you'd like to use that.
Yeah, I will. I will use that.
Okay.
I will use that. I use that to attack this guy. Yeah, that's right
Okay.
behind him.
For sure.
Good.
Eh.
There we go.
I'm gonna throw this guy in the water. He gets a bad angle.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah, I stab him, then I push him with my boot.
It's very Three
stabbed this man.
Musketeers.
Oh, you are one shy as he blows his shield quickly back like, I'm the first one on this boat. I'm not going down without taking someone with me. The
Fine,
desperate...
then you'll be the last to die. Whatever the end prize.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the last to die. I'm never gonna die. Okay.
I've lost way too much HP. I'm losing my cool.
The thug in the green boat that is exploded and shattered, who managed to survive the spell, only has one option, which is to swim forward or drown in a river. So that is what he's going to do. He has half movement in water, I believe. That's how swimming works, to my memory.
Unless he's proficient in swimming, yes.
If he has a swim speed. Hang on, I need to remeasure that. No, go back. Go back to your boat, doofus. There we go. Sorry.
15?
15 is that. And then he is close enough to attempt a climb. He is going to use his action to give me a strength check. A 12. He doesn't have a steady platform. I'm gonna retroactively raise the DC since he is in the water actively and does not have a grappling hook or a tool. So he's just gonna hang out in the water this turn. Glynis!
Alright. Glynis is... How do we rule, bow shots with a person technically threatening in melee?
Disadvantage.
Okay. That seems shitty. I'll just turn around and bash him over the head then.
Okay.
I feint like I'm gonna hit him with the sword, and then go to the ever so useful kick in the balls technique, and we're just gonna kick him right in the balls.
Okay, go for it.
It is going.
Snake bite again.
We love the Roll20 delay. We need the Roll20 delay.
You gotta love that anticipation.
It didn't even happen. You said it too early.
I know.
We're still anticipating.
I know it's gonna take a long time.
That's how it feels being like...
You can try
magic
again.
user. Like, yeah, I'll cast the spells. You
there it goes.
22 will hit.
Oh, there we go. Glad the 22 went through, because the next one was a 6. The
22 goes through.
Will hit for 7 bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna live forever. He gets just hit straight at
and then I'll spend a key point to keep kicking him. My next kick is apparently a natural one.
Second one!
Then my second kick is a 23 for
same
4 more points of damage. Just savagely putting this man through testicular torture.
4 is enough to kill him through testicular torture, as you put it. He says, going into the water.
And then I look down at the person who's knocked into the water. Is like, are you sure you want the same fate?
Turn around to the other guy. And then you see that behind Felix, your oarsman is about to get murdered by a soldier.
Oh, shit.
Right next to Snefru. Bringing us to Yonsei.
It's me.
That's
Yonsei
you.
doesn't know that that's happening. Yonsei just sees the fact that someone tried to manipulate Bear Daddy. Very rude. Like,
Very.
only I'm allowed to manipulate my friends. And Yonsei's gonna cast Shatter again.
Oh my god.
On that
Ooh.
note.
Get him, yeah.
Okay.
Yonsei's dangerous with Shatter.
Oh my god. You are high rolling
Shatter.
these so
Shatter is
What the
such
hell?
a good spell.
Alrighty, con
On
saves don't matter for
right
this
in the
guy. He's
center.
dead no matter what. This guy is dead no matter what. And then the middle guy who no longer... Wait, my boatman! As he makes a con save, failing, suffering 8. My own man, he says. And then
Myself!
the boat Roll me 3d10 for boat. Roll high, please.
So, coming right up. 3
health.
10 for. Hey!
Yes! The boat survives at 3 health. It's barely held together. Water is pouring in. He's like,
Oh, man.
well, this was a mistake, he says to himself. Any bonus actions or movement, Yonsei?
Bonus action, healing word of someone if they are in need. Who looks to be in need?
Either your friends or Felix.
the
It's
friends.
either me or Felix, I think.
Well, Gilly
horseman.
always wins the popularity contest between the two
No,
of
I mean,
them.
that's-
Felix.
There's no
I'm signing up for this. That's alright.
6 healing.
Okay.
Healing for the
Thank
prince.
you. I will take it.
You give him a word of encouragement, which revitalizes him.
Really good at kicking those balls, Prince.
Dysum, you are watching a
Felix will
man
be
right
fine.
beneath you trying to climb up, and he's sort of slipping and failing. And honestly, he doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it into his boat at all. He's kind of like pathetically struggling here. What do you do?
I don't care about this, man. He can drown. I, in fact, enjoy watching all these people drown in front of me. But something I do notice is that that boat that just had an explosion happen on it is somehow still above water.
It is.
And I don't like that at all. I really don't like that.
All things must return to the sea.
Oh no.
Everything must return to the ocean. I'm gonna try to go to the front of the boat and just get as close as possible to
Yeah, the
looking
captain
at...
switched places with you voluntarily, not technically in initiative. So yeah, you get him, Dysum. I'll make sure this dumb fuck doesn't get up and he like gets a pole and just like starts poking.
I don't know if I can actually get... No, because that'd be off the boat there.
Yeah, don't be
I'm gonna
off the boat.
see. I'm not gonna go off
Otherwise,
the boat.
you'll
I'm gonna
return to the ocean.
I think I can just barely hit this boat with even more water.
I think so.
Just
Its token
Just
model
very
actually
barely.
goes to this square, so I assume it's in range of you. There's also, like, weird
And-
movement with the ships I'm not doing for the sake of the map. So I think you can get within 30 feet of it, for sure.
And Yonsei did a great job damaging this boat, and everything returns to the ocean. So I'm gonna do another create water directly
Suddenly-
into this boat.
Salt water strikes out of mid-air, slapping the 3 hit point boat, and will crumble it. Oh, and apparently kill the cult leader, too. Uh-oh, that's not supposed to happen. Sir, you had health. What? No! Not 37 plus. There we go. How do I get rid of the red mark? There we go.
Revive
Alright,
him.
the
CPR.
boat is destroyed as your action. Any bonus actions, Dysum?
Yeah, no, I will bonus action healing, not healing.
You cannot cast 2 spells!
That is
Back to
actually
back.
true. What I will do is...
You have a cantrip? You can cast a cantrip.
Oh yeah, you're
I
right.
cast
Uh,
2 spells back to back.
That's a
Does it
bonus
work now?
action if you have a way of casting cantrips with a bonus action.
Not gonna worry about that. I have Toll the Dead.
Yeah. Does it create
wonderful.
water in action, though?
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't have. What I will do, what I actually was gonna say before you said the cantrip, and it immediately made me forget that I casted an action, is I'm gonna very kindly just return to where I was, just to watch this man once more.
Yeah, the captain switches back with you. Like, yeah, good job, Dyson. Hell yeah. He pats you on the back.
I'm gonna
appar-
stare this man in the eyes as I watch him struggle.
Yeah. Orange team watches the men in, like, chainmail armor with shields strapped to their arm just go into the water, because it honestly does not take a lot of weight to drown a person. And these two are effectively dead as they struggle to swim, abandoning their swords and throwing their shields. It's actually a very grisly death. However, man in leather armor drops his billhook and jumps into the water as the boat continues to sink, getting away from the capsizing thingy-mabob. And he
We've
will
drowned
do-
a lot of people.
People do
Which
what
is
is known as
beautiful,
swim.
I
You know-
might add. Everything
That's kind of-
returns to the ocean.
We?
That's kind of thematic.
You.
I just kicked him until they died, like, in the groin.
Alrighty, this cult fanatic who's now on a sinking boat will... I still got a spell in me, he says to himself, muttering.
Your robe is stupid!
He will... How dare you! He shouts at you, Yonsei, ship killer.
I say as preparation, just in case I need to do my cutting words.
You have cutting words at the ready, but he is demanding throws. Actually, will he? He has a... Oh, he's within range. This can be a bonus action, he cries out. You will watch in terror, Yonsei. Oh, I guess your cutting words will come into play, actually. For a magical, holographic, invisible, translucent, whatever you want to call it, a great big donkey shows up right behind you and goes to kick you in the head as he casts Spiritual Weapon. It taking the form, rather than a weapon, it turns into a angry small horse. Which it will hopefully auto-roll. Please auto-roll. Don't do this to me. Ugh. Oh my god, why does he have Bless attached to his character sheet? He isn't blessed. This isn't even a player character sheet. There's no way for me to turn that off.
Hey,
Roll
he's a
20
cultist,
is
man. He always has
functional
blessed.
program.
Do cult fanatics always have Bless? I didn't think they did. He
I
doesn't
don't
have
think
it on his spell. This is a bug sheet. I don't know what to say. Does a 16 hit you before cutting words?
It does hit me before cutting words.
Then you may cutting words this if you would like.
Fuck,
Does a
still hits
14
me.
hit you? Okay.
Uh-huh. Bummer.
Then you will suffer a minimum 2 damage. Mule! As he goes in. And
I take
sort of
how much
sings.
damage?
Just 2 force. Just 1 plus
Great.
1. Yeah. It is the
Um,
most effective second level spell he has access to.
This is like one of the first times Yonsei has actually been injured in a fight, I think.
By
You
a
guys so
ghost
proud of that
donkey.
mule.
By a
Yeah.
ghost donkey that
By
just
an
clips
ass.
your hand. It's like, ow.
By an ass.
Just nibbles.
Amazing.
Alright. This man will sink into the water willingly, but there's a 50% chance he just drowns right there. Yeah, because he doesn't know
I
how to swim.
also, for some reason, can't edit my health.
That's
I'll
super
put it down on
weird.
this.
Put it at my health.
2.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, I had to go to my sheet though. I don't normally have to do that.
Huh. Oh well.
I've literally never modified a health amount from a token.
You've never
You
done
do it
that
on your
before?
token?
No.
I've been doing
I
it
see
on
it all
my
the time.
feet this whole time.
Yeah.
I see the person approaching the Orman in service to my prince,
He
so
pulls out his
I
oar, ready to throw down.
I will cast Frostbite on the approaching vagabond.
He's a soldier, sir. He has a home. Maybe. Who knows?
Bottom of this river.
He will make a con. My god. Brutal and accurate. He'll make a con saving throw against you, failing, suffering 1d6 cold damage, and have disadvantage on the next attack roll he makes.
3 cold damage, and I will interpose myself in between the Orman and the attacker, very shakily so.
The Orman backs up.
Sneffer tries to look as tall as possible. It's not much.
Well, don't
That's
worry.
my turn.
He's there with you, bud. Actually, both Ormen rolled the same initiative, and they beat Ursale into it.
They're ready to throw down.
They are ready to throw down. Okay, the thug, red team, realizes that the cult man has a 50% chance to drown. 1d2, 1 is drowning. That is a 2. Cult man is alive and swimming. And he will mutter to himself, this fucking job, I fucking hate my life. And he will shift around the boat. He can move 15 normally. Fucking hell. He has to dash to get up onto this boat. Son of a bitch. Can we just leave? He asked the blue team leader, who's like, you know, maybe. That is all of red team's turn as the oarman, or one of the oarmen, gets to go. The captain does nothing on his turn except says, neener, neener, chicken dinner. Give a dog a bone. And he throws a rock at the man trying to climb his boat. Which will materialize as a club. Actually hitting. This will do 1d4. He just picks up a rock and... he doesn't explain where he got the rock from, but the rock he just picks up, hurls it at this man who will suffer 4 or 2 bludgeoning damage.
I picked this one up just before we left. I knew I'd need it.
Always keep an emergency brick on hand. The guy with the oar will do something similar, and above Snefru's head, like a baseball player, he will full-blown swing a club at a soldier. Just barely missing. He's like, I'm gonna get you. Not on my boat. Bringing us to Ursale's turn. Ursale, what you got?
All right. I am going to move forward and jump into the water.
Jesus.
Okay.
And I'm looking for that cultist.
You see him thrashing with the current. He is technically moved like so. Oh, hey, guy.
All right.
His head, like, coming up off the water as he's, like, moving towards the other
so
wrecks.
That's 20 feet of movement to get over next to him, and I'm going to grapple him.
You're gonna grapple him? Okay.
Yep.
All right, give me a strength athletics check, as he will make an acrobatics. You are raging. He will meet you, so he will beat you. Defenders get advantage on these kinds of things. Or I think defenders get tiebreakers.
Yep.
Okay. Excuse me.
That's what I got, John.
It's a messy, chaotic river thing, and he just splashes water in your face. As blue team is like, hey! Disengage from that gnome, we're leaving. Have a dude who's like bringing a sword down on the fucking wizard's like, what? As he will follow through on his spear, but it's effectively a short sword. Against you, Snefru at disadvantage with an 8. I don't think 8 beats wizard AC.
It does not.
Okay. Well, it would hit a zombie, but he will spend his movement jumping down. Do you have a melee weapon that you have equipped to stab at him with an opportunity attack? Or do you have a war mage feat?
No, I don't have a war mage feat.
Okay.
No, he gets away from me.
He gets away. They willingly, or blue thug, he just removes the grappling hook rope and it's just like, let's get the fuck out of here. The boat will begin to shift away with these 3 in tow, beginning a disengagement. Bringing us to Felix. Felix, it's your turn.
Well, there's not much more I can do, I guess. Do we see the donkey?
Yeah, there's a spiritual weapon up there for sure.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so I think I'll take a time to look at it. Just like, what the fuck is this?
Someone attacked me with an ass. Felix! I got hurt!
I'll try to stab it.
You
A bit
stab at the
awkward, you just-
weapon, chink chink. It just goes straight through. They're all automatic hits, but it doesn't do anything.
Shit.
Yeah.
From the guy in the
are we
water. He
clear?
is technically drowning Bear Daddy right now.
Is what?
Alright, everyone goes to watch Bear Daddy wrestle a cultist in the river, apparently.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
Throw
How-
it down.
How many rounds would it take for their boat to get out of my longbow range? And how long would it take me to write a quick message and attach it to an arrow?
It depends on the message, I suppose.
I will pay you for any Niordi scalp you take south of Rhine.
Jesus.
Signed, Glynis.
Who the fuck is
Prince of
Glenn?
Livistio.
Look,
So,
there's no time for nuance.
Exactly.
when they use their actions to row, with or against the current, it's 25 feet. No, it's 25 feet normally. Then with their actions, it would be another 25 feet to dash. Longbow range is 150, I believe, and then 600 at disadvantage, or above. 600 is the limit. Below that, 2 150s disadvantage. So you would have... a number
Longbow
of
range
rounds, like 8
looks like
rounds.
150/600.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you would have up to 8 rounds, or 7 rounds to write the message, and then the last one to fire the arrow off.
All right. I don't have calligrapher's tools on me, but I do have proficiency in calligrapher's tools. Would you like a calligrapher's tools check to see how fast I write this message?
I would love it solely because you are the first person in any of my campaigns in the past 12 years who has offered me a check with calligraphy's tools. I've
Okay.
never heard anyone do that before.
Well, I mean, essentially, I'm
love it.
telling you that I am good at writing stuff, and I have a stat for it. So this is my writing stuff stat.
I want to see your writing stat. Yeah.
All right.
Watch it be a nat 20.
It's
Okay,
a 15.
15's pretty good. I think you jot it down that turn. And then
Okay.
with your free item interaction, you will attach it to the arrow, so next turn you'll be able to fire it off.
Okay. Very good.
Okay, we have entered the disengagement phase of combat where everyone's kind of running. So really, no one can, to my knowledge, stop the green guy from retreating just by going into the water and flowing with the current. Does anyone wish to disagree with that contest I'm offering? Does anyone want blood with the green guy?
I have something I could do that's funny. And I was originally, if he was trying to get on the boat, I was gonna offer him a hand because we're gonna want to ask questions. They're like, yeah, come on aboard. We might kill you. I'm fighting every urge in my body to drop this 20 pounds of cheese directly onto this man.
Alright, well, he's floating away, so when it comes up to Dysum turn, he busts out the 20-pound cheese wheel. So at that moment, we will cover that.
Are you encumbered?
No, I won't rot the cheese. No, I don't have the cheese on me.
Okay.
I won't do that. But if you
Orange
wanted to
guy
do that,
will
we'll-
resurface right next to the boat, grab onto it, and start kicking, speeding it up, acting like a human rudder for a moment. Just nope, keep going. we are leaving. Felix, Thug, Glynis writes his arrow. That brings us to Yonsei. I don't know if you have another second level shatter in you, but if you do, you have the
I
opportunity.
do actually have one more.
Oh no!
I do actually.
You start to see Glynis write a message that you're. I mean,
What's that guy up to? Anyways,
do you
Pretty
do
sure
Okay,
Yonsei?
so
Johnny
you do. I think we might be okay because if I do throw it, I think I might hit the boat. Oh no, I can just do it right there and be fine. All right, let's see. Morals, ethics. Do I
They
give a shit
attacked
about my
you.
cousin?
They almost killed your cousin.
You took damage.
Do you have
You
hyper
took
rage?
damage for the first time.
That's right.
That is true.
That's a big deal. All right.
But
No
do you
one
have
does
increased
damage to this beautiful face. Shatter.
All right, you burn your last second level spell slot. It goes off.
Just how dare they?
Roll me 3d10 for this shitty boat.
Alright, better be low. 3D10s, you're hearing me? I'm talking through my teeth at you, fuckers.
Alright, on the bright side, the guy who almost killed your Orman and Snefru, because that's what he would have done, explodes into jello. The other two, the other two in range will make their con saves. I don't think they'll die.
What's a nat one?
One suffers 16, getting 5 health. The other one suffers 16, going to 13 health. And the boat is hanging on by its last legs. 4 out of 20.
I know that
Dyson
like
has the
this isn't the way
opportunity.
things work in real life, but this would be a very video game thing if I shot my arrow and hit their boat and then it broke.
It blows up. And ballers, yeah.
Yanta's gonna yell after them. If I see you again, I'm gonna finish the job.
Not if we finish it first. Just
No,
get on
get
dry
alive.
land, loser. Okay.
Tell you a million ways.
Yonsei and the thugs like do flipping each other off contest. Dyson,
Yeah.
you're watching Ursale wrestle a man in the water who's like, "No, get away from me!"
Okay. So, I go with the belief that a captain goes down with his ship. And I see a man who's fighting for his life. So I'm gonna toll the dead on him.
Okay, he will make a wisdom save, I believe.
Yeah, wisdom save. I'll post. Beat his DC 12.
He will not.
That's one. He took a little bit of damage. That's 1d12.
Yeah, throw a 1d12 at me.
If I don't accidentally close every tab I currently have open, which one of these is my correct? I'm just gonna manually roll 1d12. I don't care enough to look through my spells.
Alright, that's 3.
3.
It goes 22. Alright, Thug moves the boat a little bit away. Oh, he forgot the 2 friends he had along the way.
One's dead.
Yeah, one falls out. They kick him out heartlessly. The commoner exits initiative because he doesn't want to be in it anymore. Alright, you both are flailing in the water. He's kicking, he knows how to swim a little bit. He is going to do what is known as use his last second level spell slot on you. Mr. Ursale. I need you to make me another DC 11 wisdom saving throw. As he tries to paralyze you while you are swimming. So that you will drown to death with his hold person. What's up?
No.
Damn.
An exertion as he just tries to swim away, provoking an attack of opportunity.
I think I'd have disadvantage on an attack. I think probably. Will you let me do it just an unarmed attack here? I think that's probably the most reasonable thing.
Okay.
I'll just roll a regular attack, but the damage just be 5 if I hit.
Sounds good. You will hit him. He doesn't have that much AC.
So 5 damage.
You punch him in the back of the skull. He goes under the water slightly, but swims a little bit more away. 15 is here, actually. I had it perfect the first time. He goes nowhere. Alright, that brings us to Snefru. Snefru, is combat over?
I'll use a free action to say, "My prince, what are you doing?" before I set this last boat on fire.
Sending a message.
Oh,
Never
I
can send
see.
a better
Send them a message. I'll kill them.
So leave that
We'll
boat
write a
alone.
message once we
Um,
killed all of them.
So
He has like a
I'll
little
move-
bruise, like right here. It's just like
Zephyr, everything must return to the sea. Okay.
Actually, do we want to help these people and question them? Because I can help this guy up over here.
He will
Sure.
not accept your help. I'm gonna.
I wasn't gonna ask him. I was gonna levitate him up.
Oh! All right, well, take
You're
your
not
action,
actually.
brother.
you're getting
Um,
saved.
Getting
This guy
saved,
who's
please do not
swimming
resist.
just sees like the edge of a hat and then a little gnomish face go over and he goes, "Oh, you are here," and like a
Oh,
wand,
hey, man.
an arm with a wand pokes over the edge of the boat, and you hear a mutter of incantation, and I will cast levitate and try to levitate him up and onto the boat.
Alrighty.
Don't save them, Snuffer. They hurt me.
No, don't save me. He says I'm fine. What is the
I'm
saving throw?
rude.
I'm gonna post it for you.
I see con save. That's what I'm searching for. He will fail his Constitution saving throw and get levitated up to 20 feet. And will be over the boat before you know it, and kind of just
I'm aiming to
freeze,
have
I
him upside
suppose,
down.
like a strange animal.
Yeah, I'm aiming to have him like spinning upside down, like right above.
It's like
him.
held by like a
Like,
leg
right.
almost. S.
Wait, no!
Mhm.
Ah! He rolls out in panic. As a thug, unsophisticated, not used to dealing with magical men, is kidnapped by a levitation spell.
That's my turn.
Okay, that is the commoners. Commoners go. Ursale, are you gonna pursue this man further?
Yeah, I think at least one more turn.
Okay.
So I'll swim 12 and a half feet behind him and try to grapple him
He
again.
just watches this bear-shaped person breaststroking after.
Oh, good. Or
Yeah,
someone's
he-
gonna be so
yeah,
sticky
yeah,
after
yeah.
this. You just
Uh-huh.
feel terrible.
Uh-huh, I think he's grappled.
Ursula's
Alright.
like, "You're mine now."
There's a chance. Oh, he had the opportunity to do the funniest thing in the world. If he had managed to roll a natural 20. You wrestle this man and shove his mouth into the water so he can no longer cast spells with a verbal component. You have shrugged off literally all of the things he can do. He can't even see above the boat to do his spiritual weapon anyway, to target anyone with an attack. I'm gonna call this combat officially over as you take 2 captives, and we go to our second, but hopefully quick break. Guys, good job! You won! Woo!
Woo! Before we
Uh,
go, I just want to mention that Felix is just gonna look around, see a guy floating heads down in the middle of the air, a ghost donkey,
A co-star. Yep.
Guinness writing a letter. Well, Ursula, like wrestling a man in the water. In the, I'll just be like, trying to just, can't we just have like one normal battle? Just one.
Felix is
No,
Just
shaking.
want to sword fight somebody.
A small amount of water will begin to rain down from the sky as Glynis shoots off his arrow towards the fleeing the thugs, pirates, privateers, correct?
I think I see a levitating bandit and a captured like guy, and I like look at my message and go, "Oh, this would have been really cool," and then I just like pocket it for later.
Okay. You pocket it for later. We're going to go on a quick break, and then on the other side, we will talk with some prisoners and hopefully make it to Rien. We'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back after that quick break. Thank you all so much for joining me or sticking around. Guys, you have defeated the boat invaders, or privateers, thugs, pirates, whatever you want to call them, and have taken 2 of them prisoner. One who is trapped levitating, because he doesn't get to remake the saving throw. It's just a save or suck spell. And the other guy is wrestling a barbarian, which never works out when you're a spellcaster. And after dragging him onto the boat, you can beat him into unconsciousness as he still tries to, "You'll never take me alive!" And starts casting spells, like the command spell, trying to convince someone to kill themselves, even though that spell isn't how that works. He's like, "Jump off the boat!" Like, no, I'm not gonna jump off the boat. What are you saying? The other thug is dragged/hooked onto the ship, and then kind of acts like a human balloon. Until you decide to reel him down, where you can physically apprehend him, likely with Ursali's help as well. I'm going to drag us away from this battle map.
Mage hand tie a rope around him.
Yeah, he just tie it around his ankle and he just hovers for an hour behind you guys. What do you guys do with the prisoners? In terms of time, you are like 18 hours away from the Tower of Rian. You've been traveling.
I want to know who they are, and like why they attacked us. Are they just like rando pirates? Like, I guess. Do you want an interrogation scene? I guess, or do you want to just like have a bunch of questions answered?
Let's do the latter because of time, okay. And these guys are, you know, well,
I want to know who
their
they
characters
are
if we care to keep them around.
Like, I want to know who they are, like, as a group, right? Like, what's up with the pirates? Like, are you just a bunch of randoms? Is there, like, more to it? Like, why? You know? Do you need money? Like, what do you need? And, like, I want to... If there's, like, you know, little thug life group, you know, hanging out in the reeds just north of Livistio, I want to give them an offer to, like, if you leave Livistian like boats and troops alone, right? Like in the future, like I will let you go after every Niordi boat that you find that comes south of the Tower of Rain, and if you come to the capital with my like signet, I will pay you for like your successes.
Prince is offering them a letter of marque, it seems.
Kind of.
I'm here to negotiate, and like, look, this could be a somewhat backup plan to the tower.
All right. The thug who is currently Conscience, the fanatic we will call the cultist dude, the cloaked and spellcaster guy, is far more receptive to any kind of deal or negotiations you present. So I'm going to let you do a persuasion check against this man to see how much information you get out of him. I assume you will have advantage due to the fact that he is a balloon right now and doesn't really have much say in the matter anyway. You know, you make a lot of promises. He listens to them, which is cool. He doesn't know really what you're doing here, or, you know, who you guys are. But he will tell you, like, hey man, I'm just a mercenary. I'm here. Who is shuffling their microphone so loudly? Is that...
No one?
No? Okay. Jesus Christ. I didn't have cameras on. He will straight up tell you, me and my boys, we are... Who'd we lose?
I think we lost Sneferu.
And while he's not it was... Oh, I can't say it anymore.
Trying hard.
I'm not a snitch. I would never snitch on it.
Hell yeah. You good, Rube?
I'm good, thank you. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. We were worried. This thug will say, hey, we're mercenaries. We got hired to attack your boat. It was a short notice kind of thing. You're gonna have to ask Mr. Skull on Head guy, not me. However, you know, all my boys are fine, so, yeah.
Yeah, all your boys are fine.
My prince, if I may.
Sure.
Yancy, like, gets out, like, puts the hand on the hip and, like, gets out the finger, you know, and starts whacking
no,
it
not
on
the
their
finger.
faces.
Oh god.
Listen, you little chuckle fucks, alright? I almost died. I was kicked by a donkey. I killed at least 5 of you and destroyed many of your boats.
Those
If
guys
you
were
think
mine.
for a second I am going to sit here and listen to you diss me, diss my cousin, and diss all of us, you have another thing coming. Now tell us the truth. I'll be very nice to you.
I got no reason to lie. You're gonna have to ask Mr. Purple Robe over there the details.
This was a royal you. Anyone can answer this question.
Well, that guy is being strangled by a bear man, he says, upside down, held by a rope as he's levitating above your boat.
Alright, I guess we can save him. Bear Daddy!
Yeah.
We need that one specifically. You can kill this one, Snefru.
Well, you're gonna have to wake him up.
What did you do?
He kept trying to cast spells on me. I knocked him unconscious.
I guess that's fair. Well,
We could either wait for the D4 hours for him to wake up, or we could like splash him with some river water and see if that wakes him up. But
He went
I mean,
unconscious
just-
in the water.
we'll try to
Just-
talk. I'm gonna do the same thing to this guy, right? And be like, "So, who are you? Where'd you come from? Why'd you attack us? How many are you? Would you like to attack the Niords instead? I might pay you, right? Like, same deal offered to him."
You will offer it to this man who, will immediately try to cast more spells. Just, he is the most unhelpful lunatic you've ever found. Like, I will die for my god. You are heretics
Who is your
all.
god? Who is your god?
Your mom is my god. He shouts, being incredibly
Excuse me.
unhelpful.
the mother bear? But
This man is unwilling to negotiate. You will need to find some other method of getting information out of him.
Torture?
I should have shot my arrow at the boat.
The thug will be like, "Hey man, we're not with him. We just got hired. I promise."
I see. Well, good sir. I know my words are not convincing, but I'll let you go at Rhine, so you can make your way back down. Unfortunately, I don't want to stop the boat. We're time sensitive here.
I mean, you
but,
can just throw me overboard. I'll swim to shore.
if you're comfortable with that.
And
We're not killing him?
so I'm just gonna flick the levitate and like throw him into the water, I guess.
All right, we'll cut the rope that his ankle's tied
Yeah,
to,
just-
so he doesn't get like drawn behind the boat. And I'll shout at him as he's floating away. Tell your buds.
Stanford, give me an
hiring.
Arcana check real quick.
Okay.
You're gonna overdo
Arcana.
it, and he's just gonna like, get thrown to the shoreline.
just
My roll 20 is frozen.
Oh, shit.
Hold on.
You're good.
Entire
It was just
internet
for
is going
flavor
shit.
if you want.
I always want the flavor.
Throw some garlic salt in that spaghetti sauce.
Fucking Christ.
We are not
That's
going back to the
yes.
spaghetti lasagna debate.
I think it's just the tone of voice, you know?
Oh, man.
Reopening roll 20.
You're good. While we wait to see how awesome you flick this man into the river, the cultist, this strange man who is super unhelpful, will need a different way of being interrogated, for he is not just hostile, it appears he knows who you all are. He will call you names that John will not care to do because his throat hurts, but it's essentially like you are Livistian dogs, and you will die in Niord.
Yeah, what's your god? Like,
He just keeps saying your mom over and over and over again. He is incredibly
So that's the-
unhelpful.
That's the mother bear.
are we allowed to torture this guy?
Does
Is that like considered bad?
Yes.
Torture's generally considered a bad thing, yes. I
Yeah, but
think
he's
that would
being
qualify as evil in a world where, qualitative good and evil exists as like a, function of the world.
So
We had a bad experience with a goblin.
We did.
this man jumped into water, so I'm not particularly hopeful, but like I want to try to search him to see if he has any sort of
17.
tokens or
Yeah. Give me a quick investigation check, Ursale. You'll briefly stop to watch as Snefru does a neat trick with Levitate, as he, like, raises the guy the 20 feet, and then, like, cuts the spell mid-momentum. So, like, he literally gets yoinked and hurled, like, heel over head 3 times, cartwheeling in the air before crashing into the water.
Be fine, right?
I can only imagine, Snefru, someone did this to you in the past, and now you're getting revenge in a weird way.
So I rolled a 3.
I
so
learned this
I'll
spell
probably find
because
it
of
obvious.
Flanny.
You will find the most obvious thing that he has, which is his holy symbol, which looks vaguely like the shape of a horseshoe. Albeit
Creator.
a little bit more
Don't
dented. Not the creator, no.
Oh.
This guy has like
Lemire.
a cool
Yeah.
robe, right?
Yeah, he had a cool purple robe that is now entirely drenched and bloody. But yeah, he does.
Do
I
any
would
of you
take
know
that.
the religions of the world?
You
No.
take
Yeah,
his
we
robe?
info dump you like everything about the creator and like all the things we've read. Like we know everything about this holy symbol, basically.
That holy
No,
symbol
this
looks
is-
like the symbol from a Second Age deity, Remir'd.
There you go.
Remir'd,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it was.
This is the one you guys found in the camp a few
Yes.
sessions ago.
Mm.
Just a few.
I'm of the opinion that we should execute this heretic.
Want to do a vote?
Feed him to a bear.
We could vote on it, I suppose. My vote is we figure out who he is and why he wants us dead so badly, if there's more of him. But if I'm outvoted, we can have a goblin in the water incident again.
I was just saying, I was like, last time we did this.
The paddlemen and the captain are like, Your Highness, should we do anything? And the ambassador's just like been below deck, cowering this entire time, watching.
Oh,
We're
if we could
goblin.
continue to reign, please, that would be good.
All right.
My vote is that we spare the man and investigate further. What is
vote
your
for
vote? Ursali votes for death. Yonsei, death or investigation?
Investigation. I'm gonna start by patting this man down.
Excellent. Felix,
else you
death
got?
or investigation?
Well, if we do an execution, it will probably be me that will have to do it, and I don't want to claim my sword. And also, I do want to investigate this case, so I do vote for life.
And I saw Sneferu raise his hand earlier. It seems you've been outvoted, Ursali. We'll have a stay of execution this day.
I mean, if we end up killing him, I'm happy
get
to
later.
let you do it. Like,
The
Rooting in this
to-
man's pockets, like.
champion to champion, you know?
Beyonce, as you begin to pat this man down, you, in the back of your mind, hear the faint noise of the goblin going, "Kill me! Kill me!"
And we
Getting-
did do that.
A very similar vibe as you look to the water below. Give me a quick investigation check. Ursale did a quick pat down and found the symbol of Remir'd. Remir'd.
13, slightly
You
better.
pat-
Rayidemie.
Yes. M-I-R-D. Remir'd. For those of you keeping track of the calendar, because I was going real quick, it is the 17th of March. It has bled into the second day when this boat encounter took place. Boat encounter.
There's also an ancient human order during the second age of the night for that holy symbol.
Yes.
Mhm.
Taking some notes. So sorry, Han. I have to write that down before I forget.
It's okay.
You pat him down. The holy symbol has already been found. You will find a dagger he didn't really get to use, but he did have a sidearm, which he never bothered to draw since he was just casting spells. It is a nice-looking dagger. It is made out of some solid steel. In fact, this looks exceedingly close to the one you found, and I believe you actually have in your possession, or someone does within your party, from the tent, the bandit captain who you robbed or stole from.
Is
it stealing?
Took, looted, whatever.
Remind me, but was that in the possession of our departed spy master?
Loot goes to the party when a player drops. I can check their sheet if you want, but I assumed it was within the group somewhere.
Sure.
I actually don't have their character sheet. Whoopsie. I don't have anthems either. Whatever.
I wonder if he's talkative about his religion if we ask about it. Be like, so you don't really want to talk to us very much, but I found that religious fanatics tend to really like proselytizing. I have a, agnostic sea monster friend over here. He really likes other religions. Could you tell him all about it?
No. He just quietly says.
We've come across Remird before. I figured you must have some devotion. No?
He says nothing but gets cagey when you say his god's name. It's like, uh-oh.
Is it
I might take his robe.
Remird? Is it Remired? Is it Ramiro?
That's his son. He fell in love with Julio as well. It was a tragic story.
I know. I read that book. I played Ramiro actually in a play once.
You
Nice.
taunt your prisoner as the boat continues onward, heading upriver with its magical, permanent cantrips that are inscribed within its hull.
Really?
Can I work on tying this guy's hands up in a way that I know other spellcasters?
He's not going anywhere.
Got it. Making
he
sure.
is neutralized.
You want us to break his hand?
Why?
It's really
Both of
dramatic.
them.
We do
Well,
not
I
need
had
to
a- I
get
had a-
into that minutia.
Well,
As you guys reach the tower and town of Rienne, it is a beautiful, chilly spring morning. As you guys come to the somewhat busy dock of this, I don't want to call it a city-state, so I'm going to call it a free settlement from here on out. It is an unwalled river island nation with a, well, town, I guess. It's only about 3-ish to 4-ish thousand people on a singular stretch of island. However, many of them, as you guys sort of pull alongside the river, are living outside of the actual settlements in what appears to be like a small tent city that scatters through the light forest that surround the main town. You can see all of the the basics of civilization here. You see water mills, which are churning grain or producing some kind of simple motorized energy. You see several towns' houses that are quite sizable, despite the fact that they are relatively packed together. They maybe are 2-3 stories at most, which only rich people in Livistio dare to build. You, of course, see the honkin' huge tower that is maybe 120-ish to 150-ish feet tall, with its great big red tiled steeple that goes up and up and up, that seems to have an observing floor to it. That seems to be on the other side of a river that is splitting, or a tributary, which splits this one in half. But you see all manners of stuff. You also see a few river barges, trade vessels, not just of your nation, but of Niord as well. Their banners flying high to identify themselves. It might be that you are not the only diplomats here. Huh.
What is this guy's name? Our
Fanatic
prisoner? Did
Man?
he give us a name?
No,
Yeah. We didn't get a name?
you
Great.
do not.
I can name him.
We'll give him a name and just call him that.
Die more.
His name is
Sir, can
Soon.
we call you something?
Die soon.
Die soon. My name's Dan. He calls out.
Dan?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Dan. Dan, is there a bounty out for you?
No. There's a bounty out for you, though. Yonsei.
How much?
His eyes go
How do you-
wide as he stares at you.
How much?
Yeah, how much?
For
How
Yonsei?
much? What? Are you saying
Yeah,
how
how
much is my bounty? I don't have a bounty. I clearly don't have a bounty. Do I have a bounty? Hey.
Is it? How high is it? Is mine
Hey, man,
higher?
how do you know my name? Wait, no, but everyone else said it. Never mind. He's just fucking...
He watches
Yonsei's
your
just, like,
reaction of immediate paranoia and all of you jumping down his throat, and he's like, haha, I know more than you.
I'm
Laughing
not
at
sure.
you.
I just want to know if my bounty's higher than their bounty. I don't know if I'm worth more.
And I just want to know how much I can make.
How... I was
Oh.
kicked by
Not
a
as much as they
donkey.
can make
I've
on
been
you.
Harmed.
Felix Ballsack.
Oh,
I'll whisper to Yonsei. It's a
What's my last name?
mafia.
What's my last name?
Is it that you worked there for the half
Ballsack? That's what they call you. The Scrotum Knight of Livistio. Because
That's
you're
my
busy
middle
sucking
name!
Matrix's balls. Got him! Got him! Did you hear
That's
me? I got
my
him!
middle name!
I need you
That's
to make
my
me a
middle
wisdom
name, you
saving
swine.
throw, not to have your atoms and molecules like leave your body. And so right now,
You
That's
can just
the
roll
best you-
anything other than a nat one.
If I fail this, I will curse him in demonic.
okay.
Wait, no, sorry. Wrong click. Wrong click, sorry. My bad.
Missed input. Missed.
Mr. This was a misinput.
Not a nat one.
Just don't roll that
He
one.
actually calls out a hellish rebuke to the words. Just
No, I
erupts in
won't call it a
flames.
hellish rebuke. But I will speak in Infernal and I will say a lot of bad things. So that was a saving throw in what? In?
Let's do charisma instead. This is attacking who
Charisma.
you are as your identity. You're no Scrotum Knight! Or Felix! You're no Scrotum Knight! You tell yourself!
I fail?
No, you're fine. You passed the DC 11.
How
Dan,
much-
are you telling us that you're after us for the money? Are you that poor?
I'm not. They were.
Dan,
You're
how
not
much?
poor.
how
So
much
if
are
I
you
offer
worth?
you like 10 gold, you won't like freak out?
The captain calls out to the assembly, we'll call it, as you were all
Yeah.
surrounding this man. Hey, are we going into port or not, Your Highness?
I assumed that was your job. Yes, we would like to dock.
All right.
What if it's here? What if the bounty's here?
I want to know how much I'm worth.
Well, we must negotiate with the tower. If we cannot come through the city, then we will leave and go about another way.
Spoken
We
like
must-
a fucking. You know what? Actually, no. I'm a rich guy too. It's okay.
Okay.
We
As
can't
you
solve.
guys,
We are in the same family. We are aristocracy. Yes.
We can solve all problems with just a little bit of cold hard cash. Speaking of, Dan.
I mean, honestly, Yonsei, it sounds
guys,
like
I
we need to get your
end this. We need to move forward from this guy who is just antagonizing you all. All right. You guys make it to the docks of the town of Rien. There, you will see immediately upon arrival, aside from the boats, right beyond this actually nice invested pier from a now long gone age, when the Eldar Protectorate was actually investing in this town. Beyond it, you will see a rather large statue standing on a stone marble plinth. This statue is made entirely out of some kind of steel alloy which catches what little sunlight is currently on in this cloudy spring day. It is of a large hound with two great big horns popping out of its head and then curving downward to be front-facing like a charger or a bull. In its mouth, there is a great big metal rod. What is this dramatic music? Get out of here! I wanted something soft.
I was into it.
I was
like
really
it.
enjoying it. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was enjoying it too.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll bring it back. All right. Here. I'm very easily manipulated. There is this great big metal dog/hound statue with what appears to be some kind of scepter or staff that has been placed within it where it is biting down. Its eyes seem to be made out of a beautiful yellow topaz gemstone. This statue is quite rich and fine and untarnished by time. The first thing you see when you step off the dock. There are no town guards here, but there is a man waiting for you all. Or rather, any boat that comes here. The local port authority shows up, looks at the battered nature of you and your companion, no longer purple robed, but cult leader Dan, or cult man Dan, if you will.
Hasn't it been like over a day since we were attacked?
Yes.
I would assume we don't look so battered, right? Like we've had a day
Beyonce
to,
has
like,
a
clean up.
bruise.
Probably not. You would have had a short rest on the boat, for sure.
I look great.
Dyson looks fantastic, apparently, or thinks he does. He calls out to you all. Identification, please? And reason for docking?
I step forward and say, hello, I am Crown Prince Glynis Marchette of the nation of Livistio. These are my trusted advisors and crewmates. Reason for docking, I wish audience with the Archmage of the tower to parley.
Oh, don't we all? I see. And he, like, starts taking notes of this after muttering his little comment to himself. It's quite strange to have two sets of royals in our town this lovely day. However, I must warn you both, or all, well, there's fucking 7 of you. Jesus. That no violence will be allowed within the town of Rienne, or anything that its shadow strikes. I understand that you have a blood feud with the Neordians as Livistians, and vice versa. So don't draw steel unless you're ready to get vaporized.
Understood?
Steel.
Who
Got
is
it.
here? There's a lot of princes and princesses of Njord.
It is not my business to say. All I know is there is royal blood on either side, and just as much as I'm sure you'd appreciate me not blabbering whose crown prince is here in front of me, I will not do the same for them either. So, if you wish to...
I mean, there's really only one option from Livistio. There's
all right, well,
like 7.
I'm not going to be blabbing my gums.
I appreciate your discretion, good man.
You can go and petition at their door, but I must warn you, they do not come out often. Maybe once every decade or so.
In your lifetime?
Twice. I'm 35.
Good for you.
I appreciate your information and your time, good sir. I am sure that it will not be a simple matter of walking to the door and knocking. Is there a place where we may secure lodges somewhat private to our own?
He gestures down the road, where there are apparently... They used to be taverns, but now they've become inns. They used to just be the old watering holes and private businesses, but he will warn you, the normal lodgings that you may expect have been currently overrun by refugees and people fleeing the countryside of New York. So be aware, keep an eye on your things. If you plan to trade or deliver gifts, please have, your papers ready and blah, blah, blah. He goes over the stupid legal requirements for trading, since it's all unique to his town, apparently. The captain has done this song and dance before and will see to the busy work of ensuring that money is exchanged for the quote-unquote gifts you're bringing. The ambassador will cough out and say, I know a few good places, Your Highness. I've been here, well, on and off for 4 years.
Well, I will cede to your experience and wisdom, sir, if you would find us lodgings. Question, do we leave Dave on the ship? Anybody going to be watching it,
Dan.
or shall he come with us? That's what I said.
Dan.
Maybe we should have asked the guard if there was a bounty out on this dude. They have a prison.
What is he accused of? Is he a criminal?
Banditry. He attempted.
Piratry.
He and his mercenaries, bought and paid for, attempted to board and rob our naval vessel on the way into Rain.
His donkey kicked me.
And he
Well,
has a
we
nasty
adhere
spiritual
to
donkey.
Universal laws against crime. We are not an outlaw settlement. If you would like, you can take him to the Justiciar, or Justicar. I'm forgetting how to pronounce that man's name. We rarely have him do executions for bandits. They're normally smart enough to escape. But not you, huh, Danny boy? And he taunts the cultist, whose name you gave him. Or Davy boy? What was his name?
Dan.
It starts with a D.
Dyson.
I think it's-
His name's Dysum. Got it. We will add his name to the registry of criminals.
Classy.
Excellent.
My horse is in trouble, guys.
Yeah, I'm really worried about that horse.
There is a reward of, I believe, 10 gold pieces for bandits that of, certain...
He knows magic.
Oh, he knows magic. Well, maybe he'll
yeah.
get
Hey, Dysum.
put to work then.
Hey, Dysum. What do you feel? You want to die in the Justiciar's arms, or would you like to
Not
talk
really.
with us? Not you, the criminal, Dysum.
Oh.
Make me an intimidation check. It's like, do I want to get killed by a justiciar?
It's 4.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I
I'm
can
really
talk my
rolling
way
hot
out of it.
tonight, boys.
I'm no criminal.
Doing great. My intimidation is a +7, by the way. I've never been able to use it.
How?
I'm proficient in intimidation.
Nice.
Beyonce
How
can be
how you
scary.
never get to use it?
I try.
I don't believe that. No, I think Yonsei's too approachable and warm and kind. That's what I think Yonsei is. If you would like, you can leave Dan to be questioned by the local authority, but he may have a way of talking his way out. It's up to you guys, really. It's kind of
Well,
weird.
it seems that he's not willing to play ball, right?
Correct.
We've talked to him for a whole day. He's been antagonistic. He seems pretty okay with getting killed for banditry. So, as a show of good faith to the people in the city of Rien, I would cede to their justice clearly and allow them to take the bandit into their custody.
Okay.
I don't want to
We-
take his purple robe.
You have already
Did one.
stolen the robe yesterday.
Oh, I
Dusty.
have the robe?
Yes.
I want it again. I want it back.
You want it back.
He's trying to use the infinite duplication bug.
Oh, okay.
I want
Well,
to see
that
if it
doesn't
respawn
work.
on his character after the day. It didn't work, sadly.
You will explain the situation, drop it off. or drop him off at the local sheriff station, essentially, is what it really is. They just have a different name for sheriff. And after listening to all of the, what do you call it? He will kind of just be done with it and be like, all right, yeah, there's fucking 12 people corroborating that he is a bandit. We don't have him specifically. And we live in medieval times, which sucks, so he doesn't even get a lawyer. Yeah, we're gonna hang him. We're having a hanging! And then they have to go through, like, the religious practice of, like, alright, we're fucking, let's go, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how much you need to be involved in that, though, to the point where we roleplay it out.
I don't think we do.
Okay.
Be careful, he seems to worship a deity of some kind, some mother figure. I think it's his mom, something like that. I think he's kind of a
yeah,
freak.
really big into his mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like a big
My
problems
mom
with
specifically, I think.
Yeah.
You tell them this. You head on over to the inn, and that is where we are going to pause our adventure for this week. Next week, we will have Rien to explore, potentially hunting down this other royal here of Neordian descent. Of course, trying to petition the Archmage to listen to you. And all sorts of good stuff, I'm sure. As we diplomats in the Ordeals of Livistio. Thank you all so much for joining us. Let's do experience and reputation and shoot the shit for a couple minutes. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, please start talking to each other so I do experience.
Yonsei blow up boats.
He did.
Beyonce blows up
That's
big
good.
boats.
I
Pretty
did
good.
do that. I'm trying to remember if this was the first time Yonsei was actually injured in a fight. I don't think so. I think there was like
Was
one
it?
other time, but it was a while ago.
No, yeah, you got
I think-
injured like in the woods. In the woods, when we attacked the camp.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
you
think
took an
the-
arrow or
Last
something.
time.
I think Snefru, the tiny wizard stepping in front of the Roman and protecting them, deserves a
Very
point of honor.
brave.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is
yeah.
very honorable for sure. Yes.
Big time honor, yeah.
Even though he was shaking like a leaf.
Hey man, doing
Never
it
always
while
tried.
like scared is like even more points, right? Like that's true courage.
I'll take a point of honor for that. Is it what do we award nut kicking?
The
I
tyranny.
don't know. It's my tried and true
Tyranny.
strategy at this point. It's just like the form of martial arts we take, I guess. It's
Yeah.
the
There's an honor.
Livistio monk
From
like
the
academy.
You will not bear
That's
children
not
of
honorable.
mine.
It's,
Right,
it's
not
you know what
called
it
the-
is. We're monks that believe in like chakra and like disrupting the flow, and that is just a swift kick to the root chakra, right? It's
Mhm.
just it's a powerful monkish technique to like
Right in the yang center.
Right in the roots. Yep.
right in the roots.
Yep.
One
Right,
day, this
both
technique will be
true.
known as the ball sack attack.
The Livistian bear claw.
I like that. I like
We
that
need to
Felix
tag
changed
team.
his.
Like Linus special.
I like that he changed his name to like Passaru, but no one has cared and is now canonically
I didn't
Balzac.
change. I
Did not
didn't.
change it.
No, you
That's his
did.
middle
Like
name.
at character creation,
Balzac.
you.
No,
No, he
because
did.
like,
No, he doubled
'cause-
down.
because like, yeah, double down. Because like, the full name is Felix Balzac Passereau. Because like, the Balzac is the middle name, but since it's funnier, like everybody just use the middle name. Because I'm down for it. Like that's I like the joke.
All right.
Ballsy.
Ballsy.
I would say Bear Daddy jumping into the water after the spellcaster is a bit ambitious.
You just getting the job
I didn't
done.
really get to do what I wanted to do, which was execute that heretic. But
I was with it. I wanted
I
to
mean-
the
Sad.
heretic
So
as well.
sad you didn't get to
Honestly,
execute
that could justify a loyalty point because you know you follow
You stayed your
our
blade.
lead. Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, honestly, you would have murdered him. I don't think we would have much cared,
Well,
but for
I
the benefit
wanted
of the group.
a ritualistic execution, right?
Oh, yeah.
I
No.
wanted to drown
So
him.
I didn't just want to kill him in the water. I wanted a ritualistic
Yancey also
execution,
wanted to drown him.
right?
Everything returns to the sea, baby.
Yancey doesn't care about the sea. Just
True.
a bruise.
We can tie the 20 pounds of cheese to him and just toss him in the river.
Jesus Christ. If he eats the cheese fast enough.
The 20
Get away.
pounds of cheese.
We're gonna need a constitution check to see if you can eat enough cheese to float.
If he eats 20 pounds of cheese, it's not like the weight magically disappears once he 20 pounds of cheese inside of him.
Bodies are buoyant.
Yeah, like if you have weight pressing down on like outside of you, knocking you into the water, you're very likely to drown. If I go swimming 20 pounds heavier than I am now, I'm very likely to just keep swimming.
Too bad he doesn't have a pair of massive bear titties to help him float.
Just giant bear titties. Or solid.
Big old bear
Size
titties.
The life preservers, thank you.
You
Built
put
in.
great
Until
meat
they're
on those
not.
things.
Yeah.
What does Yancey get? Ambition for blowing boats up?
Just killing lots of people.
They
Yeah,
really
it's like
should
a
have worn
2
heavy
points for
armor
battleship.
to a boat fight, okay?
I know
Yeah.
that the idea behind this system is to be kind of like a very Arthurian kind of like chivalric system, right? Like let's measure the chivalric traits of the party as they advance through their
It's very hard for
adventures.
Yancey because Yancey's not very.
Right, understood. But I mean, that's also a story to tell to be like the unchivalrous one. But it does seem like it's missing a like. I don't even know what to call it because like the word that comes to
trait.
like a savagery trait, right? Like a I'm here to fuck shit up trait. Because I do feel like there's plenty of times where the party may be viewed as like not disloyal or dishonor or particularly ambitious, but
But they're
to
ruthless.
be a like pretty cutthroat, group of people. They don't take quarter.
What is the definition
I
of
mean,
fair?
Depending on who you are, that might be honor. I
mean,
in my
it could
position,
be
that
in
probably is
situations,
honor.
right? I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
all of this is like relative a lot to our relationship with Livistio and our king, and also
It's true.
Gilly.
Yeah, for sure. It probably isn't worth like adding, but it is a thing I've thought.
I mean, we've gotten to the point where we're giving each other like individual like little things that we're adding numbers
it's
onto.
true.
So if Yancey gets one for being a savage little bitch, like
Yancey gets a point in
Yeah.
savagery. I kind of like it. It's funny.
I think there is something to be said on your reputation of whether you guys like show mercy to people. I don't know what that would look like in terms of like what we would call that, but like giving no quarter is kind of expected when you are trying to murder someone, right? And getting none in return is kind of just a reality of combat. So, I don't know if it warrants this currently, because a civilian on your team will be like, hell yeah, my prince hunts bandits, shows them no quarter, blows up their boats, his friend manages to kill them and drowns them in rivers. These guys are murderers, scoundrels, and thieves that need to be put down. They cannot operate in society.
You know what I need?
Like, a civilian can be like, hell yeah, my prince is ruthless. And then, like, the other guy will be like, dead, so he doesn't get to complain. Tell his kids. Like, you know...
There is like, in the Arthurian kind of mythos, there is a glorification of, like, vengeful violence, right? Vengeful violence,
Vendettas.
what do you call it when the police kill somebody, but then they claim that they're immune? There's like a justified, like, violence in the Arthurian mythos is like very like much a thing. Like, yes, do violence because you were wronged or because of this or right. But there is like a kind of like, well, I don't know if that was justified or not, but violence is being done and it is aggressive. And maybe it's not worth it to add to our stats. It's just like something I have thought about.
I like where your head's at. I will dwell on it more.
Glory.
Glory, yes.
I like that.
Okay.
I've been looking up like the RuPaul's Drag Race scores, trying to figure out what skills can I add from that onto Yonsei's.
So I have
like
tallied up
Savage
experience.
is like a very queer kind of thing.
I like that. Yeah.
Are we ready to get some XP?
Sure.
Yeah.
Ready?
All right. We have 150 from development, 200 for roleplay, 100 from combat, bringing us to a total of 450 experience this session. Very nice job. You get full credit, all the combat experience. You even got a little bit extra for the ball kicking, just because you you keep calling back to it, and honestly, I liked it. It was supposed to be like 91.9 repeating, but we just rounded it up to an even 100. Felix, you popped or surpassed 12 loyalty in the past 2 or 3 sessions now, and it just skipped my mind. I entirely forgot to reward you, and have thus added something to your character sheet at the very bottom of your already very busy sheet. That I would like you to look at, and if you would like to display that later in session next week or whenever the next opportunity arises, I will let you hold on to that secret. Otherwise, I'm willing to share it for the good of the people.
Okay. So I'm just reading through it.
Your eyes go wide. You do a double take. Ooh. Ooh. I love the focus.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I am not saying it. Like, I'll keep it a secret because I love it.
He's gonna keep that secret for now.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout, viewers at home, of what Felix has got in his pocket. It might be a magical ring. More magical rings! If there's nothing else, we can call it here for the night and show up next week to learn more about who our characters are and also this wacky world we live in.
I want to say one thing I'm glad for. And that's I did not get another point in Cheesemongerer. We're keeping that low. I am not the for this story.
I think you should, though, because you got a 20-pound wheel of cheese.
You do have a 20-pound wheel of cheese.
Yeah, but I only
And
consider
you did not throw it away. A cheesemonger would not throw it away. You're fulfilling that
If you
role.
kill a person with cheese, are you a cheesemonger?
a
I
war
think the answer is
cheesemonger.
yeah. We'll get there when it happens, because it will.
A war cheese warmonger.
Cheese war.
Winchester Cheetah got pushed too far.
Oh, no.
These are unconventional tactics. Cheese warfare.
I'm going to petition to eventually getting something added onto Yonsei's sheet for being just a bitch. Just the biggest bitch.
Sounds good to me, I guess.
You can be savage, you can be savage bitch, you can be like
Savagery. You're
just a bitch.
Look,
We just have savage on each sheet, but it means something different for each of us.
Oh. Alrighty, guys. Well, I've been cheesed to meet you and play with you all. Why don't we end it here for the week? And next
Thank
time
you.
on Ordeals of Livistio, I will murder Corin in real. All right, see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.